And we are live. Welcome, horror fans. Phil.
What's up going on, people of the internet?
Indeed. Patrick in the house. Paul's in the house.
What's up, Patrick and Paul?
We're going to have some controversy here in the chat.
Why? What happened? He likes Trump?
Paul likes Trump.
Well, to each
different
their own.
Strokes, man. Different strokes for different folks. It's interesting because he's a British dude. So interesting that he would want to watch a sort of a political figures rally. But let's not digress into fucking politics. Jesus Christ.
This is a horror chat, people, not politics.
Indeed. So at any rate, Cody should be along in a bit. He's going to be late, so I'm hosting it. I'm not sure if David's going to be here or when. I've also invited Andrew Ballina, but he probably won't be able to make it because he's got some other stuff, but he might stop by.
And what's the time difference like there? Is it like during the day there?
I think they're like a month in advance of us. I could be wrong.
They're pretty far ahead.
Yeah, I think they're like maybe a couple months in the future. Nice. Keith's in the house. John's also in the house.
What's up, Keith and John?
Yeah. Anyway, maybe should I put a link in the chat in case people want to join?
Probably.
It's kind of like a Russian roulette type of thing because you never know, man. Some total rando could join up.
I'm sharing it out to a whole bunch of people right now.
Nice. And Adam's also in the house. He says it's 11:30 a.m. Sunday, but in August.
There you go.
All right. Well, hey, Keith, do you want to come on? Anybody else wants to come on? There should be a link for you, I think. Yeah. At any rate, how's your weekend going?
I'm not too bad. I got my second COVID shot on Thursday, so I was a little iffy on Friday with a fever and a sore arm, but today wasn't too bad.
Any magnetism?
I'm magnetic now, totally.
Perfect. There you go. Well, let's not put you in an MRI. Room. Yeah. Still room would be bad too because you wouldn't know like which direction to go.
Just stick to the wall.
Did you get anything cool this week?
I got one thing kind of cool.
What'd you get?
So this is from Mod Media Group. It is the Jeepers Creepers Be Eating You cut.
Okay.
So what they did is they took Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2, added all the deleted scenes back in, and spliced them all together to one big movie. So this runs 3 hours and 20 minutes long.
Interesting.
It was a really fun watch. So Mod Media Group on Instagram, go follow them. Their store or whatever is in their bio, and you can pick yourself up a Jeepers Creepers Be Eating You cut. And I just want to show off my Sleepaway Camp Angela again.
Nice.
Because everyone loves Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
I love Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
So there she is. This is promo of 30.
Nice.
Promo of 30.
That's awesome. Well, that's cool as fuck, man. I always wondered if it was like beating you or be eating you, or if it was intended to be both.
Be eating you.
But it could also be beating you.
It could be, but it's not.
Okay. Interesting. And Trez in the house too. What's up, Trez? How you doing, man?
Ricky.
Yeah, we got a full house, man.
Keith
also in the house. That is correct. I got a few things. This finally came. This is the Midnight Classics Carrie media book.
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood, yeah, starring Sissy Spacek. It's his biopic of Carrie Underwood.
Nice.
But originally they shipped me this, and it was one that had been like returned or something.
Like a scratch and dent sale.
Yeah. So it had like a unwrapped sticker on the back. The media book part was torn out, so they finally sent me the replacement, which is cool. And finally picked up the My Bloody Valentine steelbook, and this is
Nice.
cool. This is the Everything Blue sort of hard box set of the World's End.
Nice.
So both versions of the steelbook. It's that one and the lenticular one.
That's awesome. We got Happy Campers in the chat, and he says, "Hey there, horror fans! It's your buddy Happy Camper."
Nice.
He's stealing my tagline.
Welcome, Happy Camper. That's got to be one of my favorite songs from the Sleepaway franchise.
Goraphobe said he loves media books, so I'll show him some real quick here.
Nice.
I don't have many media books, but the ones I do have are pretty good. I have I don't know how I got this, but I have 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Next Generation media books.
Okay. Are they all different covers? Nice.
These 2 are a different back. So the back is different.
Okay.
They're all samples. I was given these in trade boxes. Sample. Then we got the Hitcher media book.
Nice.
Limited to 555.
Oh, man. That's like the neighbor of the beast.
The Neighbor of the Beast, yeah. We got Deranged media book, which is the best Ed Gein movie out there. But really, really nice media book on Deranged. Then we have my new Killer Clowns from Outer Space media book.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. Last but not least, we have H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon.
Nice.
Media book. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I think this one came with a card or something. Says thanks, Phil. Oh yeah, dear Phil Mitchell, thank you very much for the purchase of the German collector's edition of Necronomicon with my artwork. And the artist's limited to 150.
Very cool. Welcome to Keith of Euphoria Pictures, everybody.
What's up, Keith?
Hey Phil, how are you? How's it going?
Good. Congrats on 1K.
Yeah, man, that's amazing.
It's an unbelievable.
What are you at now? 2K?
No, not quite. I'll tell you one thing. If I had a chance, I actually had a chance there in the last week, and the fella that actually gave me that shout out that got me kind of pushed
you over. Yeah.
He asked me to do another review with him, and I said no to it. And 2 of the lads kind of accepted it, and now their channels have kind of skyrocketed. So I kind of missed out on another opportunity to kind of jump ahead a bit. But he wanted me to review Apocalypse Now, and
not your thing.
It's not my thing. It's not.
I don't even think I've seen Apocalypse Now.
I've seen it once before, and I didn't like it.
It's a good film. It is slow as fuck, though, pacing wise.
The only war movie I think I've ever seen is Jacob's Ladder, and it's not even really a war movie.
That's the only war movie you've ever seen?
Well, Saving Private Ryan I've seen.
Okay.
And Platoon I think I've seen.
Platoon's
I'm not a big war movie fan, if I'm being totally honest.
I don't love war movies, but I've seen quite a few of them, you know.
Oh, I have seen a few myself.
Yeah.
But how's things for yourselves?
I'm good, man. I'm just showing off Angela 87 times tonight. So there's Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, very. Never seen the movie.
You've never seen Sleepaway Camp?
Dude, did you just spoil Sleepaway Camp for him?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
I know about the ending. I know about the ending. I know. I'm very, very much aware of the ending of it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I've actually bought a trilogy today that someone got onto me. They thought it was sacrilegious, but I've never actually seen it. The Hatchet trilogy.
Hatchet, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that's supposed to be great.
There's four of them now, so it's no longer a trilogy.
I've got 3 of them coming.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them.
Now, I am a giant Sleepaway Camp fan because that's the first horror movie I ever saw. But I'm not a big Hatchet fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was told that if you're a massive Friday the 13th fan, you're going to love these.
That's what they say. I think it was I think when they marketed it,
Old school.
Oh, wow.
It's campier than Friday the 13th, I think.
Right. Well, what sold me on it was I kind of checked the cast out and I was like, Jesus, it's Jason Voorhees, it's Freddy Krueger, and Candyman. Like, how bad can it be?
Well,
See you, Danny.
most horror fans absolutely love that franchise. I'm just the weirdo, and actually, I think David's the weirdo too.
Hey, Dave, how things?
What are we talking about?
Hatchet?
We're talking about congratulations on 300 subscribers, David.
Yeah,
Hey.
congrats, dude.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks to you and Patrick for giving me some shout outs.
Night also in the house. What's up, Night Watch Zone? And Horror with Hoss also in the house. Welcome, Horror with Hoss. Go check out his channel. He's got a pretty new channel. I'm sure he's probably has less than 20 subscribers or something. So everybody go check out Horror with Hoss. New to the community.
One of my new subscribers.
Nice. He's got a good collection. He's been doing sort of like videos, sort of showcasing his collection.
What's up, Night Watch Zone?
Yeah, Night Watch Zone, the man, obviously, the legend.
In the house.
And hey, Internet Eric here, also in the chat earlier. I think this Thursday we're going to be doing a live stream over on Night Watch Zone. It's like a horror conversation. But those are always really fun, so go and check that out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
So I seen your video, Ben, with the color out of space.
Yeah, mine's gonna be here Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, mine's coming next week as well.
It's a fancy set, man. It's going up in price too. So I don't know if anyone else who's interested in jumping in on some of that, get in on it now, man.
Heroic Waffles new to the chat. I know he ordered one from my recommendation. Congrats, by the way, Heroic Waffles on 500 subscribers. He just hit that yesterday or today. So congrats. Big shout out to Heroic Waffles.
He's got an impressive collection as well.
Yep.
I actually noticed, I think it was himself that's he's starting to show a lot of the Midnight Classic editions as well.
Midnight Classics, he's getting really into. Yep.
I said this on a live stream. I don't care what anyone says, but that company needs to cut me a check because I made that many people aware of that company. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I see it everywhere now.
Well, I was showing off. I wasn't really up on Everything Blue until I saw you. I think it was Actually, I don't remember what it was. But I remember you did like the Get Out video when I had that in my cart and I was on the fence like, do I get this Everything Blue release? It looks pretty awesome, but it's not cheap. And then I watched the video and I was like, okay, fucking bad.
That everything from that company, Everything Blue, that's just unbelievable.
This is terrifying. Paul Phoenix is saying that he's messing around with deep fake software and he's making like putting Phil's head on my body.
Yep.
That's the thing of nightmares, man.
The only time you'll ever see Phil in suspenders.
Adam is asking who's excited for the Karen movie. Did you guys see that trailer?
I don't think so.
What film is it?
It's called Karen. It's like
maybe I have.
It's like a movie. It was a BET production or being distributed by them or something. But it's about this sort of racist, like Karen type lady neighbor who like terrorizes a black family.
No, I never seen a thing about it.
Adam did a trailer reaction to it. But I'll tell you what, man. People think, I think people are, some people are a little tired of like what they would consider to be woke horror. But that series, them on Amazon Prime was excellent, man. It's basically a very similar type of concept, but done really well.
Right. Again, never heard of it.
What did you guys think of the new Halloween Kills trailer?
I think it was brilliant, but I think they showed way too much in it.
Yeah, they did show a lot for sure. I think they should have left the spoiler alert. I think they should have left the Halloween 3 mask part out.
Oh no.
Really?
I think it would be. I think it would have been. No, I think it would have been better to witness that firsthand while you're seeing the movie. To be like, oh, cool, throwback to that, awesome.
All right, so here's the plan. We're not going to spoil anything for David, but I will say that I didn't. I think I watched a few trailer reactions. Some people felt like they had shown too much, but from my perspective, they showed a few deaths that are going to happen in the movie. But you know, people are going to die. You pretty much like
it's a Halloween movie. You know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, and then
I completely understand that. I do understand that like people die in Halloween, but like my God, what they showed in the trailer, it looks like there's more people dying in the trailer than they did in the last film.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a bloodbath, man. I think.
No question.
It got me hyped. I thought the trailer looked awesome, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you guys watch the brand new Candyman trailer?
Yeah,
Great trailer as well.
And what do we think of the new Candyman trailer?
I thought it was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
I'm excited. It does have that. You definitely have that feeling that you know that Jordan Peele is behind this movie. There's no question of it.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of worried about it because I wasn't crazy about Us, and it kind of put a feel to it.
I liked Us.
I actually loved it myself.
Us was excellent. I thought, but I know some people didn't like it. It wasn't as good as Get Out for me. I thought Get Out was excellent, but
I like Get Out.
But I will say the first Candyman trailer I thought was better than the last one they just did. But I'm still very excited to see it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It is Tony Todd that's playing Candyman in it.
He's credited as playing Candyman, but I'm not sure how big a role he will actually have because, you know, they're sort of like, you know, they're sort of playing the main character. Looks like he's sort of having a Candyman transitioning crisis or something.
Is the main character the kid, the baby from part 1? That's what I'm wondering.
That's what some people are saying, but it's a little unclear. I think people are saying that with a lot of authority, so who knows? But I think it's also like not actually clear cut if that's the case or not.
So how would you be then? Would you be upset when the film does come out that he's not playing him?
No, because he's like a supernatural entity, and that movie came out like 30 years ago or something, right? So like, you know, supernatural entities shouldn't necessarily be. He shouldn't look like an old man in that role. And if they do like a young person CGI on him, that would kind of suck too. So if he has like a little slight appearance, you know, maybe in like a bunch of shadow and stuff, then that's good. But
in a retirement home scene.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I don't know. Tony Todd's great. You can still pull it off.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be really pissed off now if Tony Todd wasn't playing Candyman in it. It'd be like watching a trailer to Nightmare on Elm Street and teasing Robert Englund, and then Robert Englund's not playing him. It would suck. It would.
I mean, I understand that, but like, you know, you have people like Doug Bradley who just like is no longer Pinhead, and so they have to replace him with someone, right?
Oh yeah, I get that.
The torch has to get passed.
Oh, absolutely. But look, Harrison Ford is playing Indiana Jones and he's nearly 80, so
Now, do you know if Candyman's going into theaters, or is it like just getting pushed to like digital
No,
streaming?
it's theaters.
It's got to be theaters, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is that gonna be on HBO Max as well, or
I don't know if that is on the HBO Max release schedule.
I hope so, because then I'll get to see it. Our
Well,
theaters are still closed.
According to Wikipedia now, there's only one person saying Candyman in this movie, and it's Tony Todd. But
Right.
again, you know Wikipedia.
But I think it's going to be kind of like well, who knows?
That's what I'm saying. That you just don't know what you're going to get.
The feeling I got is that it's going to be a little bit of like a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 type of scenario where you have like, you know, Freddy Krueger is Freddy Krueger, but he's sort of like also Jesse.
Yeah. That wouldn't be too bad actually. I think that'd be
Good
good.
analogy, Ben. Good analogy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
I like that.
I've been practicing that one.
You're waiting for someone to bring up the Candyman topic.
I know.
Or the Jaws where Quint is actually the shark.
Oh. Now I saw Quint's son on social media like a year or two ago did his big monologue, and it was pretty amazing. It was just like him, man. It was pretty cool.
The new Hellraiser is going to be Hulu exclusive, Goraphobe thinks.
Okay.
with a female Pinhead?
Yeah.
What?
How do you guys feel about a female Pinhead?
You know.
Pinhead.
I think it could work.
Well, I've just seen a woman's reaction to that now, and she's just going like that. So
I think it could work a lot better than like say a Candy Woman. You know what I mean?
But didn't they actually try that with Leatherface? Like wasn't there a lot of female kind of Leatherface?
I don't feel like there was a female Leatherface, but there was a
Okay.
pretty lady.
Pretty lady mask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
But it was a man wearing it.
I'm actually just going by Phil's post. I've never seen the movie.
That's just artwork movie.
Wasn't Helen like the new Candyman at the end of the movie, part one?
Yeah,
She was, yeah.
that's right.
But she was her own urban legend at that point, right? So she wasn't exactly Candyman. She was like the Helen that like brutalized the.
I hope she has a cameo.
That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to be really good. I think I'm more excited for Halloween Kills.
So again, I might have brought this up before. It's starting to look now that all three of these Halloween movies is going to be held in the one night. But am I right in saying that?
I think it's supposed to be like one concurrent story. So I don't know.
If you
how much
watch
time
all
will
three
pass,
in
but,
sequence, it'll be one long movie.
Yeah.
That's why
kind
we
of
have
a fan
to. That's why we have to wait for the trilogy Steelbook edition to come out.
And then as soon as they release that, it'll come out on 4K.
4K, yeah.
There's
Just
supposed
wait
to
for
be
the
a lot of
4K people.
flashbacks, though, right? In this new one,
And then you'll get a deluxe 4K box out of the entire collection as well. Then after that one,
Exactly.
The 21 disc.
And then the Ultimate Edition will come out after that.
Yeah.
and then you get a bust edition of Michael Myers.
And all four of us will buy every single
I know,
edition.
right?
I was just going to say that. There we are complaining. And rest assured, we will buy every single one of them.
I don't have the current complete set, so I'm looking forward to a new one.
Keith, I showed off some media books before you hopped in. Did you see them?
No.
Necronomicon.
What is that? Is that a documentary?
No, it's a movie. It has the guy from Reanimator, Jeffrey Combs.
Oh, why does it look
Limited.
like Bruce Campbell on the cover?
Limited to 150.
Oh,
Cool media book. Comes with a extra disc here that just fell out.
I never heard of it.
You've never heard of Necronomicon?
No,
You should watch it.
Was that Bruce Campbell on the cover? That's who it looked
that's
like.
what I thought as well.
No, it's Jeffrey Combs.
Absolutely.
That's what it looks like Bruce Campbell.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space media book.
That's It's a great movie, though. Where'd you get them? Where are they from? They look like German releases.
This one's Germany, yeah. Deranged, the Ed Gein movie.
It's a good movie, that as well.
Yeah. What's his name? Robert Blossoms does an awesome portrayal of Ed Gein. This is the Hitcher German media book.
I've got the B cover. I think that's the A one you have. I got the B one.
This is the A cover, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 3 movies that you've never seen, which are pretty much all the same, but 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generations.
Jesus Christ, where'd you get them?
I got all these in a trade box from a friend in Germany
Oh.
who's friends with the company. Those are where we get those busts, Nameless Media.
Yeah.
So
What's
these
the
are
Argentine cut?
three are all like, it says on the back, sample.
Ah, I see.
So it's just his friend gives him samples. So
Okay.
he was nice enough to send them over to me.
I bought a few steelbooks today from Germany. Now, these are risky purchases now. I'm expecting them to be terrible, but I bought Leatherface from Turbine.
Okay.
But
Oh, yeah.
I'm not expecting a whole lot from the film.
Like
So-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3.
No, just Leatherface it was called.
Oh, the actual new Leatherface
Yeah,
movie.
that one.
It's
Not a
terrible.
good movie.
That's a cool ass looking steelbook, though.
That's why I bought it.
I know. Like I've had that in my cart a number of times, and I'm like, you might actually like that movie because I know you're not a giant Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, but
No.
that movie is the one that feels the least like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, so you might love it.
Well, it depends on what kind of because I do love the remake of it. I think the remake is fantastic.
Yeah.
I do.
Agoraphobe, I do also have the Steve Railsback Ed Gein on DVD, I believe.
I have that
It's a,
one.
it's a good one too. I love that one.
That's my favorite Ed Gein movie.
Yeah,
You know, Kane Hodder did one, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be awesome," and then it kind of sucked. I thought,
yeah. I also have that on DVD, and it's not that good.
yeah,
I laugh that Michael Berryman's in that too, as his like lackey grave digger friend.
that guy has been in a lot of movies, man.
Yeah.
Did you pick up your Titans of Cult, Ben? The Space Jam?
No, is it available for pre-order now?
Yeah, and Goonies was announced as well.
I saw that they were announced, but I didn't know if they were up for pre-order.
Space Jam is up, but Goonies. Well, actually, sorry, both of them are up. Goonies is sold out though already.
I watched your Titans of Cult video, and then I think in the comments someone was saying like, or I saw you having a discussion saying like, well, what are you going to do? You have to get a shitty movie every now and again if you're going to collect the whole set. So I'm also in that same boat, I think.
Mm. It's part and parcel when it comes to collecting. You're always going to pick up the odd crap movie. Unfortunately.
But Goonies is going to be awesome.
Yeah, the only problem is believe it or not, when it comes to the Titans of Cult, I haven't actually double dipped yet. It was just weird the way the films they brought out in them. I never actually had them on 4K previously.
Yeah.
Now Goonies is going to be the first one that I actually have, and I'm not. I don't mind double dipping, but I'm not a big fan of double dipping when it comes to 4K. If I'm being totally honest, it can be very expensive.
See that? Dave, Paul's giving you cosplay ideas there, David.
I don't have that on.
If David shaved that beard off and put a hat on, dead on Ed Gein.
Nice.
Let's take a closer look at that lamp. Is that a skinhead lamp?
I know, really.
I was showing off my little.
Yeah, I'm so behind on videos. I have a cult of
My little Ed Gein bobblehead.
Nice.
I wouldn't know Ed Gein if I saw him in the picture.
No, really.
Looks
doesn't
just like
really
you,
look
David.
like
Looks like Ron Howard.
it looks more like
That
Ron
one actually
Howard.
does look a
It says it's Ed Gein right there. It's got to be him.
bit.
It's Ed Gein as portrayed by Ron Howard. The unmade film that he did, the Ed Gein biopic.
We actually watched a decent film tonight. We actually just finished watching it before I went on. Just check that out yet.
Oh yeah, love that one.
Halloween Haunt.
All of us three. Well, it was released as just Haunt here in North America, but all of us
Yeah.
three have like this super deluxe
Ronin Flicks
edition.
comes with 6 enamel pins, posters. He's going to show it off right now. David will do a live unboxing.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
See, that's why I didn't want to come on here, because I'm fucking every time I go on these things, I'm fucking broke.
Yeah, baby.
That was gorgeous.
And then it came with
Show the pins, David. Show
Yeah,
the
show 'em the
pins.
pins, man. Show them that map.
Yeah. Nice little pin set.
That's going to be watched tonight. That's another edition now I'm going to have to look for.
with
They still have that, and I Spit on Your Grave editions like that still on Ronin Flicks for I think cheap now.
Cheaper now, yeah.
That's the flyer to get in.
Comes with a map of the haunt, which I love.
6 different posters of the different characters from the movie.
Nice.
And
You're gonna have to get this one, Keith.
Show the map.
there's the magnet that came with it.
Comes with 5 magnets. 5 magnets.
There's 5 magnets? Okay, I haven't opened it all up yet. And then the map.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The map of the haunt location.
Oh.
So while you're watching the movie, you can have your map out and just follow along as they go.
That's not a bad idea.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
What, $60 US right now?
Make sure to use a red Sharpie marker to
Yeah.
trace their path on the map.
Yeah, just do it like Raiders of the Lost Ark style, like dotted line every time they move.
Kind of looks like Harry Potter Marauders map.
Yeah,
That
John
is
says it comes with an actual clown.
Yeah, nice. It does, and a sticky pad for the floor. Yeah, I like that movie a lot more than I liked Hellfest.
Same here.
Oh God, I definitely don't agree with that.
Really?
Have you seen Haunt yet?
It was okay.
You've watched Haunt?
I thought Hellfest was I think Hellfest was probably the best Halloween movie now I've seen since probably Trick or Treat.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. Loved it.
Why? Most people did. I'm a weirdo. But I think it got real hype from everyone saying stuff like that. And then when I saw it, I thought it was just like kind of like, okay. Like the atmosphere was great, but the kills were very tame. And I liked the ending, but
Yeah, the ending is fantastic. The ending has a great ending. Loved it.
yeah, overall I like Haunt much more though.
See, I like when it comes to kind of Halloween movies, I tend to enjoy movies that are kind of more like Halloween, the original Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need the violence in it. I need the kind of creep factor, and that and that's what I kind of love. And that film, that Hellfest, does have a feel to Halloween. I feel when you do watch it, it's one of those things when you actually do watch it, he's getting closer and closer to your one as the movie goes on. And yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a great movie.
I like the stories where people are in a situation that's dangerous, but they don't realize it's dangerous. It's like a slow realization they have. So I think that's why I like The Haunt more.
Yeah, all right, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair enough. I still enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. We watched it tonight now. I think that's the second time we watched it, Haunt, that is. And I actually enjoyed it a lot more tonight than I did the first time I watched it.
I like that. I want a prequel. About like those characters, like where they came from and like what they were doing before that night.
Okay, some of the makeup on them were incredible.
Yeah,
It looked absolutely amazing.
they could have very well just cast standard people that were all fucked up looking.
It looks very realistic.
Yeah,
Keith,
man.
Keith, I linked those both to your Instagram.
Thank you. I'll have a look at them now.
I passed on the I Spit on Your Grave set because I'm not that big a fan of the original movie.
I'm not. Yeah, them rape revenge movies. They're every one of them. They're the same movie. Yeah, I don't like them at all.
I still haven't seen Hell House LLC. Is that
Hell House LLC.
Is that what's
Yeah,
called?
there's 3 of them now.
Yeah, I haven't seen those yet.
They're the first one was good, I thought. The second one was okay. The third one I could have done without watching.
What's up, gang?
But I
Gang
think
in the house.
Ging definitely in the house. But I think Jen's Reviews from the Grave actually liked 3 more than 2. So different
What
strokes.
film is that? What film is it? Film you're talking about?
Hell House LLC, sort of found footage.
Never heard of it.
It was
better.
it's like the story of these a group of people that are setting up like a Halloween haunt in this old sort of, was it a hotel, right? Or like a big mansion, something like that. Yeah, so they're filming sort of their whole process of getting this place set up, and then it's found footage like that.
Okay.
It's definitely, the first one was definitely worth checking out, I think.
All right. I'll add that to the list. I will.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought the second one was okay.
Okay.
Gorophobe earlier in the chat was saying that Halloween 78 was a rare case that didn't need a lot of gore or high kill count. I agree with that. I think some movies can get away with that, and some movies
There's
leave you a little more wanting,
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, hardly has any gore. It's just your imagination fills in the gore.
Yeah.
That's what I think-
Like a
I
lot
think
of people swear they see the hook go into the girl's back.
Yeah.
You don't see anything like that.
someone just said-
The goriest scene is when what's his name in the wheelchair gets killed, and they throw a little blood on Leatherface while he's killing him.
Mm.
But I think the goriest scene for me would probably be the opening montage of the sort of the
The
corpse.
skeletal.
Yeah, I mean, that's a strong way to start a movie.
I think someone said it to me the other day that we were talking about Halloween, and I was mentioned that I don't even think you see a drop of blood in Halloween.
Yeah.
And the person I was saying it to, he actually said something, and it is true. That's what gives that movie its power. The fact that you don't see anything like that. And Texas Chainsaw is very similar to that, even though I really don't like the movie, if I'm being totally honest.
Gorophobe, dead on. Theater of the mind is more powerful than any scene.
There you go.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary on Halloween 2, and Yorwan, what's his name? Yorwin LeBlanc or whatever his name was talking about how they wanted to stick to that same formula for part 2, but horror movies had evolved so much since,
And then they shot all those additional gore scenes.
so they
That's
had
right.
all the gore.
That's right.
Oh, the pizza's here. Ben's just gonna go grab his pizza, guys. So just give him a couple minutes.
I thought I did.
He'll come back and we'll find out how much it cost.
Any bets? $60.
While he's gone, though, I'll take this opportunity to show off once again Angela from Sleepaway Camp. There she is, guys. Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
You need to get the Sleepaway Camp light cover.
Hey, that'd be a good object to get in a trade box.
I didn't tell you, Phil. I came very close to getting that Evil Dead bust, the one with the trap door.
Oh, yeah, the small one?
Yeah, I actually there was a fella selling one. Now, he was selling it without the film, but I asked him, would he be willing to put the film in with it?
Yeah.
And he asked to push, I think he wanted to put €30 extra onto the price tag. So I was working out at around €280 for it.
Yeah, that's expensive.
no, it is expensive, but I accepted it. I said, yeah, I'll do it. And you see, he couldn't speak a word of English, and I can't speak a word of German.
Okay.
So, I think what happened in the end, I think he thought I was taking the piss, and he refused to start taking he was ignoring my messages.
And you know that's for the remake of Evil Dead 2, right?
Yeah.
It's for the remake.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I want it. It's probably the last bus that I'm kind of just desperately want in my collection.
People are taking guesses on how much the pizza costs tonight, so I'm going to go $52.50.
$73.40.
We got $50. We got $42 from your wife, I think. $40.
Would you put in
40.
40?
Oh, it's only
Yeah, I'm going $52.50.
What? Where is he buying these pizzas from?
I don't know. The pizzas where he lives, I tell you, they are expensive.
Jesus Christ! I'm not kidding you.
Here he comes. Let's find out.
There we go.
What now?
All right, Ben. We're taking guesses in the chat, and between us all, I say $52.50. We're just thinking about how much your pizza cost, and see if anyone in the chat came close.
All right, let me look at that.
My guess is $52.50.
I'm gonna say $48.50.
Is this an instance where you have to get as close as you can to it, but not?
You can go over.
Okay, everyone is low. It was $54.15.
So I was the closest with my $52.50.
Yeah, man. By the way,
I will take that win.
there you go. Olive, pepperoni, and sausage.
Olive, pepperoni, and sausage for 54. What was it? 54.
15.
54.15.
Wait, is that what I said? 55. 14, actually.
55.14. So I was only $2.64 off.
Yeah. I think as a prize, you get the opportunity to show us that Angela figure again.
Yeah, for my win, I'd like to show off Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Excellent.
There she is. And this is limited to 30. I didn't even get a numbered one. I got promo of 30. That's just a promo, guys.
Wow. Where did you get that from?
My good buddy Josh, he does the Faint of Heart Creations, and he also puts out that little box of horrors every couple months. So yeah, we're pretty good friends, and I won that in a contest, so he shipped it out.
Wow, unbelievable.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I have a distinct lack of Sleepaway Camp figures.
Okay.
I gotta say, Felissa will always be my Angela. How about you, Phil?
David has the retro cloth Pamela Voorhees, which he just picked up today for what, $10?
No, it was $35.
$35.
Yeah, Cody and I met at a comic book store today, and I got this there with him.
Did you and Cody fight over it?
No, Cody got something else.
Oh, what did Cody get?
I'll let him show it in his haul video.
You little secret keeper, you.
We had
Brad in the house.
What's up, Brad? Brad actually earlier today had Pamela Voorhees on an interview with Pamela Voorhees on a live stream with her. And I watched pretty much the whole thing, and it was awesome. He did a really, really great job. So make sure to go back to Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies and rewatch that live stream because it is fire.
I missed it live, but I've watched about 3/4 of it.
Was that Tina in part 5?
Yeah.
That's why I sent you that Wolfie's Just Fine video.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
And we were just talking about Theater of the Mind earlier, and in that interview they were talking about, or she was talking about how people always think the shears actually went into her. They saw them go in, but she said they never did like a sculpt.
They
Right.
brought that up on the live stream. Yeah, she talked about that.
Interesting.
Hey, no problem, Brad. I give credit where credit is due. It was awesome live stream, man.
Yeah, indeed.
Did you check out that Hobbs Horrors live stream there 2 weeks ago when you had Daniel Harris on it?
I
Yeah.
did watch that one as well. That was excellent.
I know.
Hobbs Horror did a great job.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, she was pretty good on it.
He
Really
Yeah,
down to earth. Yeah.
he actually asked her the question that I put in the chat, so she answered my question.
Which was your question?
My question was, if you could have an hour lunch date with any actor, living or dead, who would it be and why? And her answer was Jason Bateman, because that's her man crush forever and ever. So
Okay.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Wasn't the answer I was expecting.
Which actor? Who were you expecting her to say?
I was like Vincent Price or like some
Kane
horror
Hodder.
actor that's been dead forever, Christopher Lee.
I mean, I think I'm sure she's a horror fan, but I don't think she's like a crazy horror fan like we are. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, she said
Hey,
she enjoys
who said I'm
Game
crazy?
Worm.
Exactly.
And that's a good point that Ellen there made. So, what would you use her if you had an actor or an actress you could sit down with? Who would it be for now?
That's a hard question, man. Let's start with
Ricky says he'd go with the Soska sisters.
Okay.
Well, you can only have one actor or actress, living or dead. So
Now,
you have to pick which Soska sister you want.
but if you got a hold of them, you could Siamese them together. Just saying. That counts, man. Got to be creative.
I'd go with Anthony.
Absolutely. Well, so in that case, then you can just do a human centipede.
Oh yeah, I didn't say how you would have to how you would join them. Just
Can we
you
go
could
one
do them
week?
like that if you know. You're saying what were
I
you
guess
saying?
only one of them would be eating lunch.
I said I would go with Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
We'd
That's a
have
good
some
one.
Hopkins and
That's a
then
good one.
I might. Jesus, man, that's a hard question.
Ellen
It is.
wants to go for lunch with Tom Hanks, Keith.
I'm okay with that.
And she
I
wants it on the beach of a deserted island.
Well said.
It is a tough question. It is actually tough. when you think about it.
Brad's picking John Wayne. That'd be awesome.
Jamie Lee Curtis or Ripley. Pick one.
Yeah, I think it would be Ellen Ripley or Jamie Lee Curtis. Sorry, Sigourney Weaver, Jamie Lee Curtis. It'll be a kind of a time toss with me between them two.
You could do it speed date file or style and just do half an hour for one, half an hour for the other.
Forgotten World movie says Brando. That's a hard one, man. Jesus. I might go Linda Blair or Jeffrey Combs.
Wow.
I might
Then-
go Alfred Hitchcock just because he was so like eccentric and he wants to eat a good lunch. So you'd be ordering a lot of food and
I feel like
I'd
he
probably
would,
have-
he would serve you like a leg of lamb that he had recently killed someone with, though, when it was frozen like a few hours before.
Ricky says he wants to get high and drunk with Andrew Dice Clay and talk shit all night.
I can see that. So their dinner consists mostly of just munchies after they get high?
Probably.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good question.
What was yours, Phil?
Alfred Hitchcock,
That's right.
just so we could eat a pretty hearty lunch. Ask
Yeah.
him about Psycho.
He's got that famous profile.
Was he one that didn't do a lot of interviews? Because I've never seen anything with him.
Easy question.
Interviews hadn't been invented yet when he was alive.
Yeah. Exactly. Speaking of Psycho, I did order the Everything Blue Psycho set.
Nice.
It hasn't arrived yet, but
I got the Psycho complete set in the mail today from.
I think I'm good when it comes to Psycho sets.
I'll tell you, I have that set as well, Phil. Have you noticed there's a lot of videos up of the smaller set?
yeah.
And everyone,
And people are ordering it thinking it's this big set, and they're all like, "I'm a little bit disappointed when this came in because I thought it was that big set."
and every time they do a video and they get the smaller set, they do that thing like you said. I'm a little bit disappointed, and every time I watch a video, it's like, you're not disappointed, you're fucking sick. Yeah, and you can clearly see it in our faces. I would be devastated if I actually got that in.
Well, they should have changed the artwork or something.
Yeah.
Because like the way they're marketing that new smaller set in pictures, you can't tell from the picture how big that thing is.
No, definitely not.
One of them is like called the deluxe set, and one is called like the I don't know, something else set. So they're both like all fancy titled, you know, but one is like ultimate, one is deluxe or some shit like that.
They knew exactly what they were doing. And
I'm glad I got that big set, and I think I'm good with Psycho now. Like, no matter what comes out with Psycho, I think I'm happy.
What if they come out with like a full
Cybergenic Alfred Hitchcock, you get and Anthony Perkins raised from the dead. I'd probably shell out for that.
Yeah, but they basically, the set comes in like a full scale life size Anthony Hopkins dressed up as his mom figure.
Yeah. And a replica of the house. A replica of the house in the motel diorama.
Actually, would be good. Yeah, that would be good.
That house is great, man. I saw that house on the Universal tour when I was a kid, and I thought it was awesome.
That's cool.
Is that still now?
I think it's still there, but I don't think the tour. It was like this tram tour, you know. They take you through like Bruce the Shark area and all that shit. And I think that ride is no longer there.
It's weird when they filmed the Gus Van Sant remake. How they did a fake facade of the new Psycho house for the remake out in front of the old Psycho house. They just built a facade of what the new Psycho house looks like in front of the old Psycho house. There's actually pics online that you can see from the side where it's like the new Psycho house facade with the old Psycho house behind. It's like the most surreal thing ever.
I'm sorry, I've actually blanked that film out of my mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Every time you say Psycho remake, all I hear is nothing. Exactly. That movie gets a lot of hate. It's a pointless film.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I actually actively hate it like most other people do.
Oh.
I haven't seen it since the theater though, too. So
hate it.
I bet it's the least watched disc out of your Psycho Legacy edition, Keith.
No question.
Did you actually watch it when you got that set?
No. No.
I have to say, I watched every disc in that set when I got it. So
I stopped after that. Well, I didn't actually watch all the films. That is, like, it's just the remake I didn't watch. It's just not. It's not worthy of my time, to be honest. I watched it once. It was an insult to remakes, and I'll never watch it again. Kind of the same way I felt when I watched the Omen remake.
Omen remake was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of remakes are not necessary. Some are much more successful than others. But the concept of like a modern shot-for-shot remake of an older film is completely kind of lame to me.
And now they're remaking Christine.
Yeah, but that's not going to be shot-for-shot. Can you imagine if they tried to do like they remade it shot-for-shot, and instead of Sissy Spacek, they got like a CGI version of her?
Yeah, in all fairness to that film as well, I actually heard that is going to be held in the 70s.
Oh, the Christine remake?
Yeah. So I was kind of happy when I heard that.
Yeah. But I mean, look at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. That was pretty good. Hills Have Eyes, also a really good remake.
Great remake. I thought the Evil Dead was a great remake. I loved it.
I love it. David loves the Evil Dead remake better than the original.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went that far.
I wouldn't go that far either.
But it is a good remake. It is a great remake.
I might put it ahead of the original Evil Dead. It's not my favorite in the franchise, but I might put it above the original Evil Dead. It's hard when you're ranking stuff because it's like sometimes it's like, okay, this is a better film, but sometimes it's like I would rather watch this one over that one, and I would rather watch the remake over the original Evil Dead right now if I was going to go to pick out a movie.
When it comes to remakes with me, it just has to be, it has to just feel completely different, completely fresh. And I really do think that Evil Dead done that. I thought it was fantastic. It's definitely up there. But probably in my top 5 remakes of all time.
That's a hard list to put together too.
Oh, it would be.
I mean, because you have The Thing and The Fly.
Yeah.
Both in there.
I'll tell you what would be a lot easier. The worst remakes. That actually would be very easy to do.
Would it be? Because a lot of them, like, I won't even watch. Like, I've never seen The Fog.
Oh my god. That film is that bad, you should actually watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes a film can be super bad in an impressive way.
No, this film's just
bad
super
in a bad way.
bad way.
Yeah, it's not good. Well,
Yeah, Prom Night as well. Prom Night is another absolute god-awful remake.
All the Prom Night remakes.
Yeah.
I hear the latest Black Christmas remake was excellent.
oh,
I
Did you
think
think this?
I'm just fucking around, yeah. That one. The first remake, a lot of people like, but the last one was pretty much universally panned by all.
I'm okay with the Black Christmas remake, the original,
Yeah,
as long as it's the unrated version.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen the rated version.
No, I don't think so as well. I don't think
It would really imagine if the rated version was rated PG.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
That'd be impressive.
No, I think Black Christmas, the latest remake, that was probably the first film I've ever watched where, as a man, I was just really offended watching it. It was absolutely atrocious to watch. It was, you're lucky you didn't see it. You will not believe it.
It's on HBO, and it's been in my list for a long time. But I've just not quite been like pissed off at myself enough to really put myself through it yet at this point. It's there, maybe someday.
But I'll tell you one thing, if you watch it, you're going to be really fucking pissed off at yourself after you finish it.
Yeah. Well, nowadays, it used to be when you went through the trouble to go rent like a VHS tape from the rental place, you would watch that fucker no matter how lame the movie was. Because you spent
to get your money's worth.
Yeah, you spent like 99 cents on it or some shit. But like
Absolutely.
nowadays, like it's just so easy to turn something off that I rarely will watch the shittiest movie all the way through.
And actually, as well, you finally got to watch your Assault on Precinct 13 for the first time.
I did. That is correct.
Unbelievable.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I was actually expecting, because everyone you also, Phil, I believe, were comparing it to VFW, which was kind of brutal in a lot of ways. So I was expecting a little more like on-screen brutality.
Yeah.
From it. But so I didn't see that, but it was definitely still really interesting.
Have you seen the remake of Assault on Precinct 13?
No.
Keith, what do you think of the remake?
Loved it.
Yeah, it's half decent.
I again, another remake that they didn't try and copy it, done something very new, very fresh as well, and I actually loved it. It doesn't have because when you do watch the original Assault on Precinct 13, let's face it, it's Night of the Living Dead. John Carpenter even came out and said it. He said he was heavily influenced by Night of the Living Dead when making that movie, and it is very similar. but the remake of that now is more of a kind of an action movie than a kind of suspenseful kind of thriller.
I love the halfway through betrayal twist.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Now, let me ask you this: does it bother anyone else that the precinct that they were in was actually Precinct 9? Or is that just me? Oh, Precinct fucking 13. Why did they name it that if it's Precinct 9? District 13.
Yeah, District 13 precinct.
I was not, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Italian job not the same as well? The remake, it was never in Italy at all.
No, it takes place in Mexico.
Yeah, it's just out in the suburbs. No, I thought the Italian job was in Italy. Maybe I'm wrong, though.
I don't think it is.
And the Family Guy's actually an orphan.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just
Doesn't even have a
every
family.
week.
Hey, speaking of which, why can't orphans play baseball?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Because they don't know where home is.
Ouch.
Boom, boom, psh.
Paul is saying Assault on Precinct 13, top Carpenter theme. After Halloween, let's remove that from the mix. I think I go The Fog. What do
I
you
already,
think?
I already mentioned that.
For me, it's either They Live or the Thing.
That's not even John Carpenter's music.
What?
The Thing.
The Thing's John Carpenter.
No, it's Ennio Morricone does the music.
Oh,
He did the
boo.
score for it.
Now, fellas, how bad do you feel? But I'll tell you one thing, it does sound like a John Carpenter score, though, when you actually listen to the music during that movie.
I will say, not spoiling anything, but for the Halloween Kills trailer, the score, there was sort of like it was like
Violin-y.
it was like a cello, yeah. So it was like almost a symphonic score, and it sounded pretty fucking rad, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's not just done for the trailer and not actually in the movie. I hope it's actually in the movie.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, David, is there a reason why you're not watching the trailer?
Because in the 2018 there was so much shown that nothing was really surprising for me.
All right, so okay, in that case, do not watch this trailer. Stay clear of it.
I mean, it's hard to avoid it because I mean, my YouTube feed is just like littered with all these
Bombarded.
and I've seen the picture of him with the firefighter jacket in the air. So, I mean, I've seen stuff, but I don't want to see too much.
Oh, and then right after that,
Yeah. And amazingly, in this one, they actually are related again. So
Yeah, they're married in it.
exactly. They like
you
eloped to
find out
Vegas.
she's actually just his stepsister.
Yeah. Stepsister, so they were free to get married legally.
Yeah, they get married at the end of the next movie.
I do want to hear the new score though. So is it cello or is it like an ebow?
It was it sounded like cello.
Ciao, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It sort of like reminded me of like the you know how in Us they did the I Got Five on It, but they did it symphonic like. It was kind of like that. That was really effective in Us. I thought the score was great.
The Thing definitely does sound like a John Carpenter score. Agoraphobe is correct.
That's a great album on vinyl, Keith, if you don't have it.
I actually thought. Sorry, Ben. Go on.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to. I mentioned this the other day. Do you think that they might do kind of like a Back to the Future 2 with this new Halloween movie, where at the end of it they might show a trailer to the Halloween end? Because that's finished, isn't it?
It's not filmed yet, as far as I know.
Was it not finished? I thought it was finished.
I don't think so.
I thought they were like filming them
I thought they
concurrently.
film part 2 and 3 back to back. I thought.
That's what I thought as well.
Okay.
It might be shot and not like edited or whatever, you know.
I kind of hope to do put like a little snippet or something at the
I
end.
hope Michael J. Fox shows up
That'd be awesome.
on a hoverboard.
I'd take like a Crispin Glover over
Glover.
Crispin Glover over Michael J. Fox appearance. You think he still has those moves?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I want to see that. Well, since we were talking about earlier remakes and horror icons, how did you guys feel about Brad Dourif not being the new voice of Chucky in the sort of reboot that happened?
That's actually another great remake. I actually loved it.
I thought the remake was good.
I'm okay with the remake. Yep.
I actually prefer what they've done. I like the whole kind of they kind of didn't
The
do the
AI.
whole. Yeah, the AI thing was so much better. I thought it was brilliant. Loved it.
How about just voice acting wise though? Did it rub you the wrong way that they didn't get Brad Dourif for the role?
No, it's weird. It's funny that no. The reason why I'm probably saying no to it is because I actually thought the last Child's Play movies were terrible that he done.
Brad Dourif is going to be the voice in the television series.
Ooh.
I know I'm so pissed off that they didn't get Mark Hamill. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the series, that will be interesting.
That is going to be interesting. How do you make a television series on Child's Play?
I mean, I suppose you could do it. It's just like a story following, whatever the fuck happened after Cult of Chucky.
I heard in the series there's going to be 2 Chuckies, and they're going to be fighting each other, and one's going to be voiced by Brad Dourif, and the other one's going to be voiced by Mark Hamill.
God, I hope so.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
I would like to see a Chucky fight.
Mark versus Brad.
Lightsaber.
And the Mark Hamill Chucky gets his arm cut off.
Nice. It turns out the other Chucky actually
Is his father. No!
That'd be pretty epic.
And Tiffany's his sister, right?
Oh dear.
I like that. I like the remake. That got so much shit before it actually came out. And a lot of people went into it already hating it. So
it was the exact same. It was the exact same with Ish Chapter 2. I think people went instantly into it, hating it. And I do it. That fucking pisses me off. I hate when people do that. Like, give the movie a chance, and it might surprise you.
Chapter 2 a chance.
Mm.
It wasn't. I said I gave it a chance. For me, it was not nearly as strong as the first one.
No, definitely not.
So a little bit of a letdown because I loved the first one.
Mm. I still enjoyed it. I thought the ending had this kind of it just had this last impression on me when I watched the ending of it. I don't know what it was. It had a real beautiful ending to it.
I liked it much better than the series.
Right.
I do too, yeah. I'm not a big fan of the miniseries. I almost bought a sweet ass edition of it the other day, though, and then I was like, I don't even like this fucking movie. I can't do it. But then someone else bought it, and I was like, God damn it, I missed out. So who knows?
I thought was doing the voice of the TV series.
Yes, John.
Most horror people absolutely love the miniseries, though.
No, I liked it. I had no trouble with it. I enjoyed it, but I do prefer the 2 movies that came out, if I'm being totally honest.
I wasn't, so I think I didn't like the It miniseries when it came out originally. So for me, the nostalgia factor is not really a big thing for it. But for a lot of people I know, that was like their first introduction to horror because it was on TV, when they were younger. But I wasn't a big fan of it. Tim Curry
It frightened a lot of people. I remember that in the early 90s, people were terrified of it. I didn't get it, to be honest. I thought Tim Curry did a great. Is it Tim Curry? That's his name, isn't it? He did a great job in it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but it just never really kind of freaked me out at all. Itchy the Killer.
There's an Itchy the Killer blood bag edition, but all my blood dried up over the years.
Oh man, you gotta.
Turned into like weird black lines.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I used to have blood in it.
I have a box that's something similar to that, box of blood, and it has kind of like a blood pack in the front of it. I'm kind of just waiting for it to go that way.
Has it dried up yet?
No,
No.
and I bought it.
I know one of the saws I have. I think the first or second saw
The first
on
one.
DVD came with a little saw blade that used to float around in the blood.
Yeah.
All my blood in that's dried up too. So now it's just a saw blade. Doesn't even move around anymore.
Is that the one that actually move?
No, I have that one too. You want to see that?
Yeah, it doesn't. I was just going to say to you, I don't know what batteries to put onto them yokes, but I tell you one thing, they're impressive. Yeah, I have that. That's great.
But the games have just begun.
There we go.
Oh, there it goes.
Phil, you're not meant to whack the box.
Sometimes you got to whack it to get it to work.
Hey man, ain't that the truth?
No pun intended.
Huh?
We have to talk about box.
Yeah, guys, this is a family show. Come on.
Just shake it like a bottle of ketchup. But yeah, where's the I know I got the dried up blood one here. It's part one. Part one of Saw. So there's the saw blade.
I have that
And
same
it's just floating around in like black
No, wow, see that? Oh, wow.
dried up debris of blood where this basically it used to be blood up to like there and the saw
Right.
blade used to float around in that. But now all my blood's dried up.
It's coagulated.
All the
It's
plasma cells.
coagulated, yeah. But yeah. I don't know why I still have all these old DVDs.
I still have my old DVDs.
Probably because I like them.
I'm the same. I still have all my DVDs as well. I still have actually a lot of my VHS.
Man, VHS is the thing that I cannot start collecting. It's too big.
I don't even have a VCR anymore, so I only have a select few of my old VHS left. I have the uncut Hellraiser 3 VHS. I have the uncut Nightmare on Elm Street 5 VHS, The Dream Child, uncut, which is fantastic. I don't know why they won't release it, but. And I have the original Star Wars trilogy on VHS, where Jabba the Hutt was a man.
How do you guys feel about how George Lucas kept going back and fucking his shit up?
And he made the man into a big Jabba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just leave your movies alone. It's unreal.
Or like they go in and they take all the guns out of ET and like replace them with walkie-talkies.
Walkie-talkies, yeah.
It's just like, man, that's just a historical record of the way shit was back way back when. Just stop putting shit in it.
Ooh, Paul's Got Evil Speak with Clint Howard on VHS.
Nice.
Wow.
Danny loves that movie.
I'll tell you one thing. He is one ugly looking man.
Who,
It's hard
Paul?
to believe that when you put Clint Howard and Ron Howard together, you do look at them and go, what the hell went wrong with you?
Hey,
I
Clint,
was just thinking about making a human
Hey.
centipede with those two, so I'm glad you
So-
said.
look at this though. Clint Howard was on a Star Trek original William Shatner Star Trek episode when he was 8 years old.
Yeah, he was cute. He played like the little boy with an adult voice.
Yeah, look at him in Star Trek.
Well, look at him in Gentle Ben, right? He was like an adorable little child actor.
He looks like he hasn't even changed.
Yeah.
Ellen just said it to me there beside me. He's the only actor I know that can actually audition for The Hills of Ives. And just look at him and go, you know what, we don't have to put anything on you.
They're gonna get him for that Merriman biopic they're gonna make at some point.
Speaking of Clint Howard, though, I recently did revisit The Ice Cream Man.
Oh, classic.
Popped in my Vinegar Syndrome of The Ice Cream Man.
Never heard of it.
Oh, you need to see the Ice Cream Man.
No, never seen it.
Write it down on your list. Write it down on your list. The Ice
Oh,
Cream
look,
Man.
my list has gotten ridiculously big. Which one is Clint Howard?
He's the tall one.
He's the big black bear.
Exactly.
You can barely tell it's him.
Oh, dear.
Here's Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, my
Anybody?
God.
If anybody hasn't seen Angela, this is the promo of 30.
Hey, I didn't know you had one of those. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
How many like I again I'm not aware of them that franchise, but is she is she the main killer in all the other parts, all the sequels?
Yeah, but it's
but they
played by a different actress.
played by Bruce Springsteen's sister.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen's sister.
Do you
Plays
think
her
she
in
ever
part
gets
2 and
pissed that
3.
that's like her name? Like people say, "Hey, Bruce Springsteen's sister," instead of
Yeah. That's how they all refer to her as.
exactly. It's like what it says on her driver's license.
Either that or fake Angela.
That's her alias.
What's up, Mr. Dan and Horror?
Mr. Dan, another guy with a pretty new channel. Go check out his
She
channel.
has Star Trek 2 on VHS still in plastic. Damn.
I think when it comes to my VHS stuff, I think I just kept when it comes to my movie room, I think I kept everything that was John Carpenter.
Paul has waxwork on VHS.
I love Waxwork, man. I rented that VHS so many fucking times.
Yeah. I like that statue that me and Keith have of Waxwork.
It's great. It's lovely, isn't it?
Marquee.
I love it.
That joke, that bust is very deceiving. The
a
weight
good
is
one.
unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. That TCM bust, holy, that thing weighs a ton.
That's awesome. I like that bust.
And the Sleepwalkers bust weighs a ton.
The biggest surprise when it comes to busts, I think, is when I got the Resident Evil one.
Oh, that's huge, yeah.
I had no idea it was that big. I actually got lucky. There was literally one spot in my room where it actually could fit, and then that was it. If that spot wasn't there, there would have been nowhere to put it. It was that big. It was
Get rid of the wife.
Now, if you can see the face that she's making right now,
This
And-
bust,
and you're just
this
not-
bust is this bust is getting your spot, honey.
and you just lost a subscriber as well.
Hey, hey, don't you touch that button. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Dan lost the rest, including his Blade Runner 15th anniversary VHS.
Oh, I got a good Blade Runner set I could show off.
Ben, can I ask you a question about your pizza just while Phil's getting this?
Mhm.
Has there ever a time where you actually did buy one of them for like $50, $60 and then eat it and turn around and go, by God, that tasted like shit?
Yeah, I did. Once I ordered a mushroom pizza and it had like these weird fucking mushrooms on it, not your standard mushrooms. And they
Right.
were like chewy as fuck. And I was like, oh man, I got to pick all these off. And it was a mess. And every time like you accidentally hit one, it was like a landmine. And you'd be like, oh, God. So that was it.
Keith, do you have this?
No, I've been look. There's that many because there's a HD DVD version of it out there as well. It's actually a nice set. I like it. I do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Comes in a briefcase. And you have one of those lenticular flip-flop cards and a big piece of
Yeah.
plastic, and comes with a couple cool things. Comes with one of the police cars,
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
and then it comes with the little replica origami unicorn.
Oh, that's class. No, actually, dude, that is nice.
It's like mirrored.
Yeah, it's like plastic
Yeah,
mirrored
nice.
unicorn. And then it comes with I think it comes with a hardcover book.
Did you enjoy the new Blade Runner, Phil?
It wasn't the greatest, but it was okay.
Keith didn't like it either.
We believe it or not, I didn't even get to see Harrison Ford in that movie. We knocked it off, but before he actually came into it.
But yeah, pretty nice set. Comes with this big file folder full of posters and what have you.
Again, I suppose when it comes to Blade Runner, the sequel to it, I wasn't the biggest fan of the original anyway, so I'm probably not its demographic. You know, like it was just not for me.
I would say the original is my favorite movie. And I would say that I loved the 2049 as well. I thought it was like one of the most beautiful movies I've seen in a long time.
There was a bit I think there was a bit of I think we were enjoying it up to a certain extent. And then it was when Jared Leto came into it. And myself and Ellen just started looking at each other and going, you know what, I can't take any more of this. I have to knock it off.
You think they should have done him up more like the Joker?
Yeah.
Keith, do you have this one?
tattoos?
Yeah, the Inception, I have that set. It's actually nice.
I like that it comes with that top.
Yeah. Do you not get a lenticular edition with that? No.
Comes with like postcards, a booklet, a briefcase, and then the spinny top.
Yeah.
No lenticular, but it's still a pretty cool set.
I like it. That's what that does.
I like that it's that like the Blade Runner one's made of plastic, but the Inception one's actually metal.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I actually thought that Blade Runner was made of metal.
Nope, my Blade Runner is definitely plastic.
Right. Okay.
David as Horace Pinker would be good. I'm just saying. Just catching up on the chat.
I mean, Jared Leto did not ruin that movie at all for me. I mean, was he the greatest ever? No, not necessarily, but that movie was so striking visually that I was just like fully absorbed in it.
Yeah, no question.
It was like a fucking work of art.
It was nice to look at. No question.
What are we talking about? The new Blade Runner? Yeah. Definitely nice to look at.
Did the actual film answer many of the questions that was left open on the first one?
Say it again.
Did that sequel answer some of the questions that were kind of left open from the first one?
I think I would say yeah.
Okay.
You get like I think you wonder if Rick Deckard is like a
Terminator.
A Terminator. And yeah, at the end they fully skin him. He's got a metal skeleton, so there you go.
He has a metal endoskeleton.
No, I mean, I don't know.
And then Sarah Connor turns into the big holographic Sarah Connor.
Exactly. Yeah. I loved it, man. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and that was enough. Sometimes that's enough. I'm with Paul Phoenix, man. The Prestige, probably my favorite Nolan film.
We actually watched it there not so long ago for the first time. I actually enjoyed it.
I love that movie, man.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman and and David Bowie. David Bowie playing Nicolas.
I think Christopher Nolan. He's probably one of the most overhyped directors out there at the moment.
I didn't see Tenet.
Keith, totally off topic. Are you going to get the new Dune set?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of the movie.
I'm not a huge fan either, so I probably won't. I mean, I already have it on Blu-ray, so I think I'm good.
I have it on Blu-ray as well, and I think I'm going to just stick with that.
You guys are both going to feel so left out as soon as everyone's showing off their fucking brand new 4K sets.
No, we won't. We'll be like, Dune's stupid.
Yeah,
Sit on my shelf and collect dust.
But that set is actually improving the film. Like it's a masterpiece in that set. So you guys are gonna miss out on that.
Oh, like once they do a 4K transfer, it's gonna make
yeah,
Dune the
changes
best
everything.
movie ever.
It changes everything.
Did you guys like Insomnia with Pacino and Robin Williams?
I've never seen it.
Is that where they're in the Arctic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I like seeing Robin Williams play like a sick evil fuck.
Yeah.
And he was really good in that. I
What's
thought.
the one who plays Psy, the photography guy?
1 hour photo.
Yeah. What did you think of that movie?
I love that movie, man. I thought it was
Yeah, that's good. I think he does a great job in 1 hour photo.
he's great, man.
But
I seen it, but I can't remember.
He has the Eminem blonde hair in one hour photo. It's Eminem crossed with Robin Williams. We call him Slim Williams.
I think Robin Williams' death like hit me harder than any celebrity death recently. I think it was such a bummer, man.
Chester Bennington, when he died, that hit Bennington really hit me.
Yeah, Mr. Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, any suicide related, is fucking heartbreaking.
You know what? One really, really bothered me because he was young and I really liked him as an actor. Was he was in Star Trek and his car crushed him against the gate at his house and he died.
Someone yelled.
He was in Green Room. Green Room was like one of his last movies. I was so sad when I heard that.
It was so
a bad
bizarre.
way to go too.
It was really bizarre the way he died. I never heard anything like it before in my life. A car backed into he bought his own car.
Yeah, it's like he basically got out of his car to open the gate or whatever, but he didn't put the car into park or whatever, so then it just rolled forward and crushed him.
But
Green Room's a great movie.
It pinned him though, like it didn't crush him to death. He like died of exposure being pinned by the car.
Yeah.
Right? That's fucking terrible, man.
Actually, we were just talking about remakes. He actually starred in a fantastic remake with Fright Night.
Yeah,
Fright
I like
Night.
Fright Night. Everyone else
Yeah.
hates it. Me and you, Keith, we're the only two.
Yelchin.
That movie gets so much shit.
Why? It's a great. I don't get it. Why? People. I swear to God, if I was like everyone else with these when it comes to these remakes, I probably would hate every remake out there. I can go into these films just completely blind. I can completely blank out the original movie and just watch it for what it is and enjoy it. But some people out there just don't want to do that. They just want to instantly hate it before watching it.
I like the Fright Night remake. The only thing that I really don't like too much about it is how they changed Peter Vincent into this like Chris Angel type of person.
I actually, I thought that was
It worked for you.
it worked
Yeah.
for me. Yeah, David
Yeah, I
Tennant
like it
in
as
that
well.
role worked for me too.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
I mean, now of course,
I love the
original Fright Night is better.
Chris Sarandon cameo in it though.
Yeah. Actually, when he took all the makeup and all that off, I was actually I thought he looked better when he was actually in costume. And when they released the pictures of that film, when they actually showed him for the first time, that's what they actually showed him as. And I was a bit disappointed when he actually took the wig off and all that. I thought he looked pretty badass in it.
I think the original Fright Night better, in my opinion, but the remake was pretty strong and it gets so much hate.
Actually, tell you the truth, I actually love the sequel. I actually love the sequel just as much as the first one.
The sequel was excellent too. Yeah,
I never saw
I
it.
like the sequel as much as I like Halloween. Like the way I look at Fright Night 1 and 2 is the way I look at Halloween 1 and 2. They complement each other very well, and I think they're great to watch.
Did you ever grab the Fright Night 2 on Blu-ray, the Mexican edition, Keith?
Sorry, Phil?
The original Fright Night 2 has a Blu-ray release in Mexico. and it's a great transfer, crystal clear.
I got the Spanish one.
Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I got.
Mexico, Spanish. Don't they speak
Yeah,
Spanish
yeah.
in Mexico?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they do.
They do. I don't know that physically, but I watched it online.
Physically, I've seen it.
I have not seen it physically.
I've been to Mexico and they all spoke Spanish.
Oh no, I've been to Mexico too. They
Did you hear them speak Spanish there?
Yeah, they were speaking Spanish, and they had.
Oh, so you have physically seen it?
I haven't physically seen the movie.
You've never seen Fright Night 2?
I have, but I haven't seen the actual disc in person.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I have been to Mexico, and I saw a donkey painted as a zebra.
Nice.
So there's that.
I'll be right back.
Show?
I didn't see a full donkey show, but painted up like a zebra is kind of a show.
So was there a Fright Night 2 remake?
Yeah.
Wait, was there a remake to Fright Night? A sequel to the Fright Night remake?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah.
Straight to DVD. I never seen it myself, but there is definitely one.
Okay.
I think it's the same thing as what they've done with 30 Days of Night. Remember that they've done a sequel to that as well, and it was kind of forgotten about.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either.
No.
The first one, or 30 Days of Nights, is awesome.
I think that's definitely up there, no question, of probably one of my favorite vampire movies of all time.
I really like
love
Liam
it.
Houston in that movie. He did a great job as the lead vampire.
Yeah, absolutely. Great set to it as well. Looks fantastic. It does. No, I love it. Thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I liked how the vampires were more animalistic, kind of, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Less sort of like incorporated into humanity.
Mm.
But I thought the way that the head vampire died was pretty lame. I gotta say.
How he actually died at the end of it.
Yeah, because he's fighting, because
Yeah.
homeboy gets turned, right? And then they're fighting. And then he's getting his ass completely kicked, and the guy jumps out at him. He puts his fist out and punches him through the fucking head. Like, what the hell? Come on, man. You can do better than that. Jesus, fuck. He's pulled a stake out and have him fall on it or something. I mean, I guarantee you, I could run at you and jump with all my force from a moving car, and you put your fist out, it still wouldn't punch through my head. It hurt. It could kill me, but Jesus, man.
Yeah, vampires.
Fake. That's not going to happen to a real vampire. Great concept for a movie too.
Did you like the Omen remake, Keith?
Which one?
The Omen?
No. No, that's up there with Psycho for me.
Now
It was-
I know I've watched the Omen remake, have absolutely zero memory of it. So I don't think I liked it per se. Don't remember being offended by it, but I just have like no idea.
It's one of them remakes that I watched once and I have literally blanked it out of my mind. I actually can't remember it at all. I know Liv Schreiber's in it, is he? That's right. Yeah. And he's a good actor. I like him.
Yeah. Lee Schreiber and the girl from the Bourne movies.
Oh,
Yeah, her.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Huh?
10 Things I Hate About You, is that right? She's in that film. What's her name?
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Julia Stiles.
Yeah, Styles.
Yeah.
And then I think the guy that played in Harry Potter as one of the professors isn't it? He's the photographer guy. David, is it Tennant?
He was Doctor Who.
Is it David Tennant?
Tennant.
Yeah, I think it was David Tennant. I think you actually are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Tennant. It actually does have a solid cast in that movie.
Yeah, it was a solid cast. It was
Yeah.
just, it was like Psycho.
Yeah.
It was just not remake pretty much, and it just didn't.
Yeah. Like I don't even think I think Vince Vaughn did an okay job in that Psycho. There wasn't a thing. He didn't do anything wrong in this film. It's just just a real bad remake.
Have you guys seen Imperium?
Imperium.
With Matt Damon.
I have no idea. I've never heard of it.
I never heard of it as well.
No, I'm thinking of Elysium. Sorry, that was Matt Damon.
I have seen Elysium.
Yeah.
That
I
was
actually got a comment.
and Jodie Foster.
I bought it in 4K there just today. Funny enough.
Elysium.
It looked
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I heard it looked amazing.
I again going by reviews now. It's supposed to look spectacular. So yeah, I'll know in a week.
I like that director.
Long time.
Yeah, and I like the Antwoord, even though they weren't in that one. They were in Chappie. But like,
I'm fucking sick because he brought out some fantastic concept art for a new Alien movie,
yeah. And they
and apparently fucking Ridley Scott got involved, and apparently he talked 20th Century Fox out of doing it.
I remember seeing that concept art, and I was like, okay, I want to see a Boom Camp Alien sequel. I'm down for that 100%.
Yeah. And apparently, I feel sorry for the chap because apparently he had a great idea for a RoboCop sequel as well, and that got cancelled as well.
Dude, is he like blacklisted or some shit?
I don't fucking know.
I haven't seen actually a project from him in a while, I don't think, since Chappie. He must have done something else since then.
No, he hasn't actually done a movie since Chappie. He has actually a new film coming out now this year, a horror.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, he's doing it's kind of like a demonic horror movie. I think it's actually called Demonic.
It's actually called Demonic Horror Movie?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
I mean, I love District 9.
Yeah, great movie.
I thought that was excellent, man. And I liked Elysium just fine, too.
I like that as well. I'm dying to see it again.
Chappie wasn't great, but at the time when it came out, I was doing a lot of robotics work, so it felt like very timely when it came out.
Right.
And we were playing a lot of The Antwoord in the shop as well.
Yeah, it's called Demonic. It's from FT Midnight.
Right.
Oh, the horror man in the house. What's up, Joe?
I think the trailer dropped for that Demonic. I seen it there around 2 weeks ago. I think it looked decent. I think it looked decent enough now.
It's going to be.
I have to check that out after the
on
stream for
yeah,
sure.
computers. So, Keith, where did you pick up your Mothman Prophecies? Is that on Amazon?
Yeah, it was actually Amazon UK, even though it is an Australian imprint or Australian.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, I tell you one thing, they're a fantastic label. I never heard of them until them 2 movies that I bought. Mothman and Breakdown.
What's the label?
Imprint.
Imprint. Okay.
And here's the Fright Night 2.
Oh, okay.
I love that movie because I
Noche de Midu Part 2.
Sorry, Dave, is it from Mothman, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, some movie. What a film.
And then here's Angela.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. What's that around her bikini area?
That's the strap. That's the little strap holding her into the container.
Oh, okay. So she's wearing like a banana hammock then?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a promo of 30.
Imprint by Takashi Miike was awesome. Hands down my favorite Masters of Horror thing. But we were talking about Imprint, the media label.
I'm doing everything I can. It's funny you mentioned Masters of Horror because that company that me and Phil are very aware of, Nameless Media.
You're trying to get that set.
Yeah. So did you see some fella in Germany he has the number 0 out of 444.
Okay.
He's looking for 500 quid for it.
Now, it seems like there shouldn't be a number 0.
No, I think it sounds ridiculous as well.
That's 0 of 400. That's one of 445 then, right?
Yeah. I put in an offer of 360 quid. He refused it. Straight out refused it. He did, and so I said good luck to him. And he's still trying to sell it. And that was a month ago.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, sometimes I'll put in an offer on something and then I'll just see that same thing sitting around for like a year.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, Phil was showing earlier on his that Ghost Bob. No, the Ghost Bob. The NECA
Ghost Bob.
Yeah. People on eBay would just put whatever the fuck prices they want, man. There was one
Did
on
you
there
see
for
it
like,
like 650 to like 1300?
no, I think there was one for 2,000. I'm like, why would I buy that $2,000 one when I could buy that $600 one, man?
It's ridiculous. Someone actually, I think it's on Amazon Germany. I've seen as well. I never seen the film. I think it's called Naked. Naked. It's another nameless media, Phil. You'd know it. Naked something. It's called.
The Naked Gun.
No. What was it called?
Barn of the Naked Dead.
Wow. No.
If you haven't seen Barn of the Naked Dead, you should see that movie. It's fantastic.
Never heard tell of it. Is it Naked Lunch? No, it's not
Naked Lunch.
I can't remember what it was.
Naked and Afraid, the complete season 1.
Naked Lunch was a Cronenberg movie adaptation
Yes, it
of
was.
William Burroughs novel.
It's got out of my head now. It was something. It was a bus that was kind of similar to what you call it, Ghost in the Machine. It's something similar to that. It was I can't remember it now.
The other one that I see all the time from Nameless Media, but I would never buy it. Well, they have a couple. They have a Jean-Claude Van Damme one, and then they have a Fortress.
I have that one.
The Fortress.
Yeah.
The Christopher Lambert one.
Is it the Christopher Lambert? Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you should feel the weight of that yoke.
What's that?
You should feel the weight of it. It's serious weight in that bus.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably heavy.
Paul says it is Naked and Afraid. Naked and Afraid.
Have you guys watched that show though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked when there's one episode that I saw a little clip of, probably on Facebook scrolling, where they're both there and they're both naked, but they're standing in like a pile of red fire ants. So they're getting stung by these fire ants and they're naked. And I'm like, man, I'd never do that show.
I guess I'd be afraid if that were me too, I guess, right? That show's crazy, but it's also like it's very formulaic. I mean, if you've seen like 3 episodes, you've seen them all, you know. But like those people are like, oh, I wanted to test myself how I would be in this actual thing, and it's cool. But there's such a safety net around it that it's not exactly like being like stranded. I mean, it's hard as fuck, I imagine. But
I really used to like watching the little clips of there used to be a show called The Naked News, where they'd get a really hot newswoman and she'd start to tell the news fully dressed, and just during the news broadcast take off articles of clothing until she was standing there butt ass naked telling the news. So if you ever want to watch good newscasts, type in naked news on Google.
Now the burning question is, was she sitting at a desk, like behind a desk?
No, they were usually standing.
Like a weather woman type of thing?
No, they were usually standing.
Okay.
The Naked News. Keith, you know you're going to Google it.
I'm gonna
Just
Google it.
Google Naked News and hit videos.
Ellen's beside me Googling already.
Yeah. I don't think they did any guy newscasters.
I don't think it seems to bother him.
Topless Darts. Paul's bringing up Topless Darts, same channel.
Okay.
Ben Grimm says I used to get that channel. The Naked News. The Naked News.
You said it was a Playboy show.
Playboy channel, yeah.
Remember when like Playboy was like super risque, and now it seems so like tame compared to today's like internet culture. You're like, I did not see a single woman eat shit in that.
Yeah. I still have the Playboy channel on my Android box, and the only show I really watch is there's this like basically this swingers show where people go on and they have like, it's basically blind date, only their date is like in a bedroom, and then they come out after the date and did you get lucky and blah blah blah. But you get to see pretty much everything.
It's blind date, but it's really just a glory hole.
A glory hole, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Uh,
Where's Cody tonight anyway?
Where's that, Keith?
Where's Cody tonight?
He said he'd be along a couple hours late though, so he should be in here not too long. Not too.
He's just back from vacation. He said he would probably get home around 10:30, and then it'd probably take him an hour to unpack. So
I seen the pictures that he posted great pictures there on Instagram with Mark. How close are they?
He met David today.
yeah,
David and him met
Oh,
in
Richard
person
as
today.
well.
yeah,
Oh wow!
we had dinner together.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, tell us about that, David. How was it? Was it awesome seeing him?
Yeah, we met at a comic book store in Lexington, and I met him and his son Sam, and then we went to dinner together, and I met the rest of the family. Very nice.
Wow.
family.
I'm sorry. How close are you together?
I think Cody's about 3.5 hours away.
Wow. So who traveled to who?
He was coming back from vacation, so he stopped on his way home.
Ah, right. Okay.
That's pretty awesome, though.
No, I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
thought it was great.
In October, we're going to meet at a horror convention, and it's going to be myself, I think John, Cody, and possibly Mark now. So be 4 of us.
Yeah.
So Phil, Ben.
Hey, don't count me out, man. I might get a wild hair up my ass to go do that.
This month. Oh, where's Cody tonight? Give me him. Read it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to meet you guys in person. I imagine it'd feel a little surreal too.
Yeah, it was.
Did you find yourself wanting to look at him through your phone camera all the time or something?
It was weird, like going up to him and like shaking his hand, like 'cause, I mean, I've known Cody for
Yeah, did you do that where you were like you're sitting across the table and then you took your phones out and started talking to each other through the phone?
Exactly.
Just vid call each other.
Yeah, you just keep getting like notifications. You're just like, it's a totally 100% silent lunch. You're just like staring each other in the eye, texting each other. That'd be awkward. I think that's great though, man.
No, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I actually thought you all actually knew each other before you done this coast to coast sort of thing.
I mean, not in person.
I don't know why. I just thought you did.
I'm meeting David right now for the first time.
And what was that dude's name who had the sleepaway camp figure? I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I've never seen a sleepaway camp figure. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's I mean, but I'll tell you what, man, what a weird fucking time to be alive. But like during all the lockdown shit of 2021, I mean, I basically spent like all my time alone by myself in my apartment. But I still was able to like communicate with people, and it was actually helped out quite a bit, you know, spirits wise.
Sure.
I seen actually you posted up a picture there not too long ago, Ben. It was just a great picture of it. It was you're obviously parked somewhere, and you just took the picture. I presume it's San Francisco, is it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
San Francisco during sunset.
It was unbelievable, beautiful.
Oh, dude, it's amazing out here, man. It's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky living out here, but it comes at a price, literally. Like it's expensive as fuck.
Earthquakes.
$50 pizzas.
We do have earthquakes.
$50 pizzas.
$50 pizzas. That's true. I can't lie. That is true.
Yeah.
Do you get earthquakes quite often? Ben?
Say it again.
Do you get earthquakes quite often?
No, I would say a couple times a year you'll get a little jolt, but nothing like the big one back in the 80s when like the Bay Bridge fell apart and shit.
Yeah, during the World Series.
Was that during the World Series?
Is that the one?
Yep.
Shows you how big a baseball fan I am. It's nothing too crazy. Have you guys seen what was it called? San Andreas Fault? Is that what it was called?
With The Rock.
Yeah. It was not quite exactly like that.
What's the Eli Roth produced earthquake movie?
Oh, I only just watched that.
Aftershock.
Aftershock.
Yeah.
Did you like that one, Keith?
I didn't think it was that. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit slow,
Yeah.
but it was good. I enjoyed it. The ending of it was fantastic.
I always think it's interesting, like when they're, to me, the sort of concept of, everything becoming so fucking like anarchaic. Is that a word? Anarchaic?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
after an event like that is an interesting sort of dynamic to think about.
Mm. I have to admit, it frightens me when I see Eli Roth's name on anything. I think he's massively overrated. I think he's actually a terrible director.
What do you think is his worst film?
You're not gonna believe me, but Cabin Fever.
Really?
Hate
His worst?
Yeah, hate it. Absolutely hate the movie. I never liked it.
I liked that one quite a bit, actually, when it first
What's up, Hellbound?
Oh, Seth in the house. What's up, Seth?
Did he do a Hostel?
Yeah.
Hostel.
I liked Hostel quite a bit, too.
I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen part 2 yet.
Part 2's very strong follow-up to the first one.
I enjoyed them. I thought they were good. They were like I don't like him as a director.
Have you seen Hostel 3 where it's in Las Vegas and people are betting money to see who kills who? And
Is that a real thing?
yeah, Hostel 3.
I never
Yeah, I
knew
watched
it.
it not too long ago.
Oh,
You watched it not too long
I
ago?
watched it when it first came out, but I think they put it on HBO. I think it's on HBO or
I
it's on
have,
one of the streaming
it on DVD.
I saw it, but it was called 31.
No, it was definitely better than 31. It's a movie that you think, okay, Hostel 3, not having to do with like the original anyone, you think it's going to be awful, and it was better than awful.
Yeah, it was not too bad.
Yeah.
Was Eli Roth behind it?
I don't
He probably was a producer.
Right. I seen a film by Eli Roth. It wasn't that bad. Ellen didn't like it now. I think it was called Knock Knock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was okay.
It was an okay movie, but I was pretty disappointed because I was expecting something different than what I got.
Yeah. I bought it. No, and I bought it thinking it was going to be terrible. But some expectations were very low for it. But I thought it was okay.
I mean,
his wife is the main woman in that film, I think.
what, is that true?
Yeah, I think that's true, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was, there you go.
Yeah, okay. Never even knew that existed.
Yeah, it's like,
Do you feel lucky?
Hey, Phil, ring the bell. I ordered Mothman Prophecies.
oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
$35.
And then get Breakdown.
What's that?
Get Breakdown as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Have you seen that yet?
Mm-mm.
You never seen Breakdown?
Mm-mm.
What company is the Mothman Prophecies?
Imprint.
Imprint?
Yeah. No, because when I bought the Mothman Prophecies, I bought Breakdown with it, and it was another release from Imprint. That film is unbelievable. My God, that is one of the most suspenseful films you could ever watch.
Is it?
Unbelievable.
Is it horror? Or is it a horror movie?
No, it's kind of like it'll be probably in the same lines as what maybe the Hitchcock, something like that.
Is it an Australian company?
Yeah,
Via Vision?
that's it.
I've got mine on Diabolic for like $35.
Oh, they have it on Diabolic.
Some that Mothman Prophecies is unbelievable. I tell you one thing, we were very fortunate watching that movie because we knew nothing about Point Pleasant going into that. We never knew the history of Point Pleasant, and we were very fortunate because if you didn't know everything that goes on in that movie, then it probably would spoil it for you a bit. But what a film! My God, it's so creepy, and so much atmosphere in that movie. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I saw it when it came out in 2002. It was a good movie. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not really a Richard Gere fan, but I thought he did a good job in that movie.
No, he did a great. Laura Linney as well is fantastic in that film as well. Great, it's just a great movie.
I never saw that, but I have seen Breakdown.
And what did you think of Breakdown?
I thought it was pretty good. You hyped it up a lot before I watched it. So I think it was not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was still very good and pretty suspenseful.
I love movies that, especially when they cast a great villain. And I just thought JT Walsh in that movie, you're biting on your fist watching him in that film. He's that much of a bastard. And I love that movie. It's one of my go-to movies.
Now, I will say, like, the villains, there are multiple villains in that movie.
Yeah.
And some of them get less comeuppance than you would like to see them get. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But the ultimate dude.
Come on. How satisfied were you at the end of that movie?
Yeah, he got pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. He got a double tap.
Yeah, he sure did. That was that one's worth watching. I watched it on YouTube for free. It's on YouTube for free.
Oh wow.
I think with ads, but if you have an ad blocker, then it's just free. Okay.
Have you seen Mothman Prophecies?
I have not seen Mothman Prophecies.
Wow. Did you know, sorry, David, when you actually seen that movie, did you actually know about the story behind it? You didn't? Oh, wow.
No, but I've watched documentaries on it since.
I'll tell you, there's actually that edition that you bought. There's a great documentary
Oh, cool.
on that. It's on. I can't remember what it's called, but there is a documentary on it, and I'll tell you one thing: it's as freaky as the movie. It's just as creepy. Very interesting to watch. When you actually you get to hear what happened on that day by all the residents, and it's very interesting to watch.
Boogeyman Ben in the house. What's up, Ben? Mothman Prophecies imprint Blu-ray available on Diabolic DVD. Nice looking set there.
Is the Fire in the Sky one also available? I bet that one's sold out.
I think Fire in the Sky's long sold out.
Did you get that one, Keith?
No, trying to get it, can't get it. I did have it. Some asshole on eBay then changed his mind. He done the whole. I think he realized what he had, and of course he rejected. No, he was going to sell it to me, and then he made this whole bullshit that the payment wouldn't go through, and I kind of gave up on it. And then around 2 weeks later, of course, it appeared back on, and it was around €20 more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey, what's up, Raymond?
Hey, Keith, I also bought the Prince of Darkness soundtrack on vinyl.
Damn it. Sorry. It's actually quite nice. I actually I wasn't going to actually buy it, because some of the reviews I actually read on it, people were giving out shit about it, saying that for a Mondo release, it was very tame. But it looked fine to me, I have to admit.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get, the colored vinyl, or what did you get, Sean?
It was white. It was a white.
The white one. Okay.
$35 US.
Right.
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
That's awesome.
I got the Fog soundtrack, Waxworks set coming.
Yeah, you just have to fucking bring that up, didn't you?
Yeah, but you like the one you have.
I know, but
I got the Sleepaway Camp Angela.
Oh, shit. Is that a banana hammock? Nice.
Banana hammock.
Where did you find that, Bill?
Oh, it just happened to turn up.
Last Pharaoh in the house. What's up, Last Pharaoh?
That's my boy Raymond.
Ben Grimm wants to know if the Mothman Prophecy slipcase just had that original artwork on it. I can't remember if it did or not. I want to say it did, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was just
The
the
slipcase.
yeah.
The slipcase had the original artwork, but then the box art inside it is it's always different.
And it comes with a booklet too.
No,
No booklet.
no.
Glossy slipcase, though.
I'm easy.
I remember. I remember when people were doing their haul videos and they were showing the Fire in the Sky one when that came out, and I think that was the first time it was released on Blu-ray. And I kept seeing it going like, oh, I should pick that up, and then I never did. And now I guess I'm bummed that I never did.
But someone actually told me that there was actually a War of the Worlds edition as well. That I'm trying to get, but I think that's
The
gone.
Tom Cruise one?
No, the original.
I like the Tom Cruise movie.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Kind of a little anticlimactic on like how all the things were like defeated, but
But that's War of the Worlds. That's how they're
Yeah.
defeated. You know, it's
I would have thought maybe like at least have it be water or something. I'm just kidding.
oh my god. Yeah. Is that where we're heading? Now we're going into signs. M. Night Shyamalan signs.
Yeah, exactly.
These fucking dipshit fucking aliens. You know, water kills them, and they just go to a planet that's just bloody surrounded by water.
Yeah, they're not even wearing a slicker or a goddamn umbrella, nothing, man.
Yeah, the Fire in the Sky on my eBay is between $60 to $70 right now.
Is that Canadian?
Yeah, there's one for $109.99 Canadian.
I'm holding out until I see that $2,000 one. Then I'm gonna buy it.
The $2,000 one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, that one is definitely $1,900 better than that other one. So I'm getting it.
I still think what I said about your Ben. If you done a haul video, if you just done a haul video of everything you bought now in the last 3 weeks, it would probably be the greatest haul video in the history of YouTube.
I know,
Well,
man.
do one video for each release.
I need to. I have it broken up into a series of different mega hauls. So I think there's going to be 3 different mega hauls. Because yeah, it's getting ridiculous, man.
Do you want to send that Blade Runner Titans of Cult over to me, and I'll review it?
That one's going to also get an unboxing video, I think, separately.
I think so.
I think for the Titans of Colt mega haul video, I'm basically just going to direct everyone to your content because you did a pretty thorough job of going through all of them individually.
Power one.
But since you don't have the Blade Runner one, I'll have to go. with that.
Someone sent me a link today on. It was on eBay.
Yeah.
There was one going for £50.
Ooh, you should have gotten that one.
Oh no! I trust me, I went for it, and the person that sent me the link didn't think to actually check the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
So I went down and I scrolled through the pictures, and it looked like your man took a fucking hammer to the steelbook. It was in bits.
Yeah.
So I
That's
can't.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that where it'll be like expensive, cheaper than everything else, but way too expensive for the amount of damage. Because like the only person that's going to buy that is a collector, and a collector doesn't want a goddamn tacoed steelbook. You know what I mean?
No, definitely not. Definitely. That is. I'm very convinced. I'm very confident that when it comes to collecting, I'm always, like I said, that there's always busts and other kind of collectible pieces that I always want for my collection, and I'm confident that someday I will get them. But I don't know why. But that Blade Runner, I just have it in my head that it's never going to happen.
It's I've seen them not go for not too much. There was one that had like a scratch across it.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't take it.
I know that's the problem, but it was reasonably priced for the person who doesn't mind a small scratch across it. You know.
Yeah.
Paul says Fire in the Sky scared the crap out of me when I first watched it.
Great.
It was a pretty scary movie.
There's a great scene there in the UFO, man. I
actually just rewatched Fire in the Sky probably literally like 3 weeks ago. I watched it on like either Prime or Tubi or Netflix or somewhere where I found it, and it was still pretty good.
I've watched it within the last year. And yeah, it was still pretty good. I thought.
Do you like the? What do you guys think of the Christopher Walken one, Communion?
I don't.
Never
I
seen it.
think I've seen it, but I don't remember a goddamn thing about it.
You should see
Never
it.
seen it. Never seen it.
Communion.
That Fire in the Sky. Now, I think I was. You know something? I think I was a teenager when I last seen it.
I remember when it came out.
I think I do recognize the cover a bit. Oh,
It's
I
like-
definitely seen it.
It's like they're at a cabin in the woods and they have friends over, and then basically the UFO comes down and all these lights are shining in the cabin, and the friends want to leave in the morning. They're like, something weird's going on here. We're out of here. And then basically Christopher Walken gets abducted by aliens and anally probed. And
When you actually showed the cover of it there, I actually thought it was Alien Nation.
But yeah, excellent Christopher Walken movie. Communion. Look into it.
Okay. Another one from the list.
Yeah, I think I went to. I saw the in person. They had the UFO from Fire in the Sky over at Industrial Light and Magic, and it was pretty cool, man. It's pretty interesting design for like a saucer.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Christopher Walken dance he does with the aliens in Communion.
I hope he was reenacting the Crispin Glover dance.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
The Fourth
Or the-
Kind with Mila Jovovich is another good one. Yeah.
That actually is very creepy, that film.
Yep.
I liked it.
Now I've never seen that one because when it came out, it got sort of panned a lot.
Yeah.
So I never watched it, but I've been hearing a few people saying that it was pretty decent. So
You
I'll
should
probably
watch
check
it.
out at some point.
Some of my favorite movies, Ben, I don't care what anyone says, but some of my favorite movies out there got panned by critics.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's unbelievable. If I went by critics, then the amount of great movies I wouldn't have seen.
The Thing, right? Panned by critics.
As a matter of fact, Halloween got panned when it first came out.
Yep.
Didn't The
Yeah.
Shining also get panned by critics?
Yeah.
I mean, so there
That's
you
right.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the consensus in the chat is that The Fourth Kind is the best thing since The Third Kind. So I'll have to go check it out.
It's very interesting the way it's done. It's they make it seem like it's a true story. They're actually they show you archive footage,
Right.
and then Mila Jovovich then kind of reenacts it.
But then they basically the archive footage they show was supposed to be like the real footage.
Yeah.
But then
Bullshit.
you find out that the archive footage is also actors and actresses and filmed for the movie, and what a letdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to remember who was it? I was watching a YouTube video and someone was talking about what the fuck was the movie? They felt like there was one small thing that made them unable to like suspend their disbelief, and I was like, that's pretty weird. I mean, considering like, you know, it was some movie. It ruined the movie because they initially said based on a true story, and I'm like, that happens all the time. I mean, that Coen Brothers did that with Fargo. In the beginning, it says like based on a true story. That's just part of the thing. Oh, it was the Conjuring 3 when that came out. They were like, that's not a fucking true story. There aren't goddamn ghosts and shit.
All fucking three of them Conjuring movies are supposedly based on true stories.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I keep bringing up the Annabelle doll. Have you actually ever seen the real Annabelle doll?
The one that the stories are based on?
Yeah.
No.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. Check out, when you have a chance to just Google it and look at the real Annabelle doll compared to what they actually put in the films.
Yeah,
You're going to laugh your ass off.
I believe it.
It's ridiculous.
Did you like The Conjuring 3?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
And I heard it's definitely the worst of the Conjuring movies.
I agree with that.
Nah, I heard it had a very solid opening.
Opening was okay-ish. I don't know. The movie was just kind of like meh.
Well, as soon as I heard that James Wan wasn't directing it, I just went, right, it's going to be terrible. I knew it wouldn't be as good.
I mean, theoretically,
What
it
movie?
could have still been good. Conjuring 3.
Hmm.
I mean, theoretically, it could have been a good movie. I mean, there are other directors that make good movies, but it didn't turn out that way.
No, but
Shallow Grave's fantastic.
Yeah, that's old school, man.
when you watch a great comparison with that Conjuring is probably Insidious. Like James Wan directed the first 2 Insidious movies, then he didn't direct the third one, and I think the third one is probably the worst out of the first 3 anyway. It's probably the worst, and I knew the Conjuring would go the same way.
Yeah. I mean, they were on a streak. The first 2 were pretty good, man. First 2 Conjuring movies were pretty solid.
Yeah,
Now, not the rest of like the whole expanded universe or whatever, but like those first 2 Conjuring films are strong.
I had no problem. What was it? The Curse of La Llorona, is that what it's called? There was a film out there called
Curse of La Llorona, yeah.
Yeah, that was no. I think that probably was the worst out of the films, the Conjuring films that I've seen so far.
I actually watched there's a 3-part movie on Prime, I believe, The Enfield Haunting, which The Conjuring 2 was based on. Fantastic movie. It's three like 45 minutes, like part 1, part 2, part 3. Fantastic.
Yeah. It's incredible.
So if you want to go more in depth into the Enfield Haunting, watch that. Watch the Enfield Haunting on Prime.
They did get a lot of things right with the Conjuring 2. Some of the things they did put into that did actually happen.
Oh yeah.
You know, which was great.
I think Ben Grimm is saying Conjuring 3 was not great, but that doesn't mean that it was bad. How about that? I just thought it was pretty, like, especially compared to the first 2 films, it was pretty big disappointment.
I still haven't seen Quiet Place Part 2. Ben's talking about that.
I have not seen that one yet either.
That was a good movie.
I've heard it's a great sequel. Some people say like they're not sure which they prefer, the sequel or the original.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul says The Conjuring 4 starring Keith.
I'm surprised he wasn't starring David, man. Or maybe I'm having
The Conjuring 4. Me place as a ghost.
Oh, geez.
Wow. That fella really has a fucking Irish fetish, doesn't he?
I've been wanting to see. Work has been crazy. It's slowed down a little the last couple days, but I've been wanting to get to the theater to see A Quiet Place too. I still haven't done that yet.
What's up, Sean?
Nobody.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, Nobody's fantastic. Have you seen Nobody, Keith?
No, I have a pre-order, but I haven't seen it.
It was
Fantastic.
good. Super
Yeah,
fun.
but I heard that, again, I don't know if this is true or not, but there's talk about them doing a crossover with John Wick and that movie?
That seems weird. It had a very John Wick feel about it in a lot of ways. But,
Definitely a John Wick vibe to that movie. I don't know whether some of the same producers were behind it that did John Wick, but yeah, definitely I can see a connection there.
Yeah,
but
it was John Wick Light.
What's that?
I've heard it referred to as John Wick Light.
Ah, right. Okay.
Kind of, but he gets his ass sort of like I feel like John Wick is a little more of a superhero than Bob Odenkirk was in Nobody. Because Nobody, he's a badass, but he also, he gets sort of beat up in some scenes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, Paul says it's the same people behind Nobody and John Wick.
I thoroughly enjoyed it though. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
loved it.
Would it actually fit into the John Wick universe then? Do you think it would actually, if they did do it, would it work?
They could do it because there was a Russian. I feel like there's a Russian mafia element in Nobody that I feel like you could sort of
Tie it in somehow.
shimmy your way over to John Wick in some way. And in a sense, it is a very similar premise and sort of synopsis as John Wick, but it's just told a little differently.
The screenwriter of John Wick did Nobody.
Right.
Did they kill Bob Odenkirk's cat?
No, they stole his daughter's bracelet. So
Oh.
same things. Or
The Russian bad guy was awesome,
he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
and the bus scene's fantastic.
Yeah, the bus scene was pretty strong.
Yeah.
And his dad's fantastic.
Nice cameo.
Isn't it
Very, very, very cool cameo.
It was a very
Isn't it
cool.
Chris
And the RZA.
The RZA.
But yeah, I would like to see. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see a crossover. Yeah, I think it was really cool casting Bob Odenkirk in that role. He was great. Sean Urchin, by the way, last night I ordered a Horror Corner T-shirt
Oh.
for Teespring, so you'll see
Nice.
that coming up. I got the black one with the ham.
Right, lads, it's 5 o'clock in the morning over here. It's time for me to head out.
Holy.
All right, well, hey Keith, man, thanks for stopping by, man. Really good
Thanks
speaking with you.
thanks for the invite, Ben. And really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Keith,
And
Always
enjoy the
fun.
rest of your night as
Always
well.
fun being on here with you, Keith.
Absolute pleasure. again.
Keep up the great work with your channel, man.
Yeah,
Will do.
congrats.
Best of luck to you. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Here's to your next 1K.
Hopefully. Good
We'll
luck.
get there.
Night, Keith.
Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. I just saw
Wow, I'm so big now.
I know, right? All you need now is a giant piano to dance on.
Well, we have like a figure to look at.
Say again?
If only we could see like an Angela figure, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we need like a fourth
Oh, she'd be,
window with the
she'd
Angela
be-
figure.
she'd be so big now. Holy.
Oh my god.
Can see everything.
I didn't think she was that well endowed until just now. Jesus. I guess Cody will not be joining us. I'm
No.
not seeing it on Messenger. But that was great having Keith, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Are we expecting John after work?
I'm not sure. He was in the chat a little earlier. What time does he usually gets here? About nowish, is that right?
11:30. Yeah. Is it? What time is it? Oh,
I guess it would be 11:47 your time.
Yeah, Sean didn't see the Angela.
Oh yeah, Sean, check it out.
he might be stuck in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah, my schedule continues to be completely fucked up.
I went to bed last night about 4:30 in the morning and slept till noon today.
Wow, early night.
I woke up to 312 subscribers. I was like, "What the heck happened?" And then I found out Patrick did a marathon kind of thing to get me some subscribers.
Nice. Yeah, man, you were at like 285 like a day ago, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
I don't think
Are
I've
you still at 312?
I haven't checked.
Oh, I'll check right now.
I've never had like a subscriber jump like that before on the channel. I did have on my other one, but not on this one.
Wow, you're at 315. I'll have to unsubscribe. You're getting too many.
I did upload a cover video earlier, so I imagine I'll be a few less subscribers than I was earlier today.
Was it your Dock of the Bay cover?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that you had uploaded it.
I'm gonna unsubscribe when I don't win the contest.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that guy.
Fuck his Hot Ones contest.
if you win, I'm gonna be accused of rigging it, right? So
You better rig it good then.
I know you better. This better be like some Kubrick moon landing shit that you pull on that one. Yeah, it always kind of seems funny that people like. I don't know. Do you think someone would rig a contest like that? It just seems weird to be even like.
You have to be pretty shallow to rig a YouTube giveaway contest.
It would be weird. I do know some people that have been rubbed the wrong way that some rando won their contest when none of their friends did. But that's just how it goes, man. That's the name of the game.
yeah, I've got a lot of.
I've seen a lot of people pull the name and be like, okay, this person won. I don't know this person, so like get in contact with me somehow.
Yeah,
Well, I'd be like, holy, what would I do in that case?
I did enter a contest, and the guy like literally checked to see if the name that was drawn was the actual subscriber, and if he couldn't see it and verified on his page, he went and pulled someone else's name. I won't be that strict about it, but
That seems, yeah, that is like, I want to say like Leo, the Geek Legion of Doom, did that on like one of his contests, and I was like, but he's got like 10,000 subscribers or something. So I imagine he had a bunch of entries. He's like, I will verify that you are subscribed to my channel, and if your shit's not public, then fuck you. And I'm like, Jesus, dude, how are you gonna do that with all the entries? I'm like, what?
That's how you can rig it that I don't win, David. Just pull Phil's creepy videos and be like, well, I know he's not a subscriber.
Exactly.
Pick the next name.
but that same person is who I won the Michael Myers mask off of, so I can't complain because I wasn't the
Yeah.
original person drawn. It's like, oh.
It would be kind of suspicious if like two people just kept winning each other's contests like like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, so like if you, Phil, or Cody or Beth wins, it's gonna be like, hey, this is rigged.
Can you do your Mr. Roboto Cadaver Club?
Arigato, Mr. Roboto, domo domo. That was pretty good, right?
That was amazing.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the actual lyrics. Something about a secret. God damn it, I can't remember.
I miss the rains down in Africa.
Oh yeah. That's a
Do
good
do
one.
do 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 do.
Frankenstein.
I've heard a lot of good versions of that song before. I was working on a Silent Lucidity cover not too long ago.
Silent lucidity.
Queensryche?
Yeah, because my voice, like I don't have a good voice or anything, so like my range is kind of limited and it's a little lower than your standard singer's voice.
David will give you some Queensryche.
Yeah, I'll do some Queensryche. I don't know any Queensryche.
But it's like that song has very low. He's got a low voice. It gets kind of high too, though. That's it.
That's all I know.
That was excellent.
Thank you. I was working on Dream Little Dream
What's
by Mama Cass.
Oh yeah.
What's your music channel called? Unsubscribe.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a I think I tried to do a cover of that a long time ago, and back before my voice, it was even worse than it is currently, and it was pretty bad.
Dream Little Dream or
Dream a Little Dream, yeah.
yeah.
Can you do any Tito and the Tarantulas from Dusk Till Dawn?
I'm trying to remember the song because that was Los Lobos. And I'm trying to remember how the song was going.
It was Tito and the Tarantulas.
Yeah, but it was the band itself was Los Lobos, right?
No, it was Tito and the Tarantulas.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Is that true?
yeah.
I'm gonna Google that. I'm sure you're right, but I'm wondering why I am remembering that they were in that movie.
C'est grande marijuana.
Tito and the tarantula. Single tarantula. It's just one of them.
I would never fuck with anyone, Patrick. You take that back right fucking now, or I'm unsubscribing from your goddamn channel too.
Patrick in the house. What's up, Patrick? Guitar opening. Yeah, Unforgiven's great.
When we do our collab, Ben?
We still have to do a collab, and actually, I was going to see if you wanted to do like a guest spot on horror karaoke as well.
Sure. Just when we just pick a song from a movie and do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to do it that way, sure.
I could do American Girl.
American,
You're right. Silence of the Lambs.
what was you could do? Wait, was American Girl used in Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, when the senator's daughter's driving home,
Oh, okay.
do it on the radio.
Yeah, you can do that, man. No rules in horror karaoke. Fucking like the Wild West out there. Werewolf in London, excellent.
Yeah.
Featuring Phil. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think that would I don't know. I've been wanting to do a few other people doing the horror karaoke stuff. I think it'd be interesting. I want to do Resting Willpower too. Have her do a spot as well.
Yeah, she posted a video yesterday or the day before that was kind of weird, like, unsubscribe from me. It's like, what? Did you see that video?
Yeah. Did you do that? Did you unsubscribe?
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah.
Is she wanting to start a new channel, though? Or is that what's going on? Or do you have any idea?
Yeah, I mean, I think she just wants to sort of like a fresh start or something.
Wow.
I think she wants to do like I feel like she doesn't want to be
Pigeonhole.
confined to doing horror content only, but but she also doesn't want to like start a whole new channel.
Yeah.
But I say, dude, do whatever the fuck you want on your channel.
You should get Rick to do some rap. I'm sure there's some horror movies with rap in it, right?
Hell yeah, man! You could do Spice One from that montage during Tales from the Hood at the end scene.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Leave you two to your lonesome, but you should, Ben, you should put the link back in if you're gonna stay on for a while. Maybe Sean or Patrick wants to hop in,
I could do that
take my place. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and
for sure,
listening
man.
to me babble. Love you guys, David. Once again, thanks. Congrats on 300. And yeah, catch you guys later.
Cool, man. Thanks for
Peace
stopping in.
out.
See you, Phil.
I don't know if you knew this, but that dude has a sleepaway camp figure.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna put this. We're gonna play Russian roulette again with the chat. I like it. One of these days, just like a straight up troll is going to come on though.
We
Paul
don't get
Phoenix.
trolls in this stream, though. We used to get people that are, we're at least familiar with and friends with.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was on like Seth Hellbound.
Uh-huh.
We were doing a live stream and there was like someone who came on. Yeah, Paul is trolling us a little bit periodically. But there was someone who came on and they told us they were planning on trolling us. But they asked, like, one of their first questions was, what was the horror movie where there's like 3 people trapped in a glass room and they're slowly being killed? And I was like, ATM. And he's like, thank you. You fucking helped me out. And I haven't even seen that movie, but I guessed it based on like that small criteria.
Yeah.
And so then he was like, I was going to troll you guys, but you helped me out, so I'm not going to. And then slowly he started trying to troll us. And I was just like, yeah, like going along with him. He was talking about like, I'm seeing some girl and like her father doesn't like me. What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And he kept getting crazier and crazier. And I was like, yeah, just you should probably plot his death or something, I mean, like, but Seth didn't know if he didn't think he was trolling us. So he was like, Ben, don't tell people to kill people. And I was like, this guy is just straight up troll, man. But anyway, Paul, come on, troll us in person, buddy.
Yeah, Paul trolls us every once in a while, and that guy in Australia, I can't think of his name. That like everything we like, he's like, that movie sucks.
Oh, Craig, yeah.
Great, yeah.
But that's not trolling. That's just his actual belief.
Oh,
Really? He always has like the opposite. He loves the movies that most people hate, and he hates the movies that most people love. That's just a jam. Sean Urshan, come on, man. Hit that stream, that link. Patrick, if you want to come on. I streamed with Patrick on Thursday on the Night Watch Zone.
Yeah, I was set to watch one on Wednesday night, I guess, that Knight was doing on his top 10 final girls, and it never came on. So I guess he had some problems going on or something. But
oh, did he? I thought I saw that in the subscription feed.
Yeah, like the next night he did it, but it was originally scheduled for like the Wednesday.
Yeah, I like streaming with those guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping that eventually they'll do like a Silence of the Lambs episode, and maybe I can be a guest or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you friends with him on Instagram?
Yeah,
you should message him about it.
Yeah, I'd like to get Jim or John from their channel's escaping me right now. Now It's Dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Jim and John.
Patrick says he's all talked out.
Yeah, Patrick was on for like 4 hours trying to get me some subs, which Patrick I'm very grateful for. Had I been awake, I would have jumped in and said hello and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's always fun streaming. Yeah, you haven't done one of your streams in a while, David.
No, I've been wanting to put one together. I would like to have Justin, Big Daddy J, or Big Daddy. Yeah, he's one that needs to get more subscribers. And I think I could probably talk Jose to get on from Master Chaos.
Okay.
I did on one of his streams, and he owes me a favor.
Paul's asking about Paul's asking about Censor. I've been wanting to see it. Phil says he didn't love it, but I want to see it. I've heard a lot of good things. I heard visually it's pretty striking.
Is that a new one? I haven't heard.
It's in theaters. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw a lot of cool trailers at the Quiet Place too. I mean, they're making a Snake Eyes movie from G.I. Joe. It's like, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I have seen that. Yeah. I thought you were going to say it's like a sequel to the Nick Cage one. Is it a movie?
Oh yeah. That was the bad movie.
I feel like the Snake Eyes character, he was always like a cool ass looking ninja.
Yeah, him and Storm Shadow, those are my two favorite characters.
So the trailer looked like, it looked like it was going to be interesting, like good action, right? Good action fight scenes and stuff.
I don't know that we necessarily need an origin story, but whatever.
I mean, yeah. It could be okay, though.
Then there was like a shitload of Marvel movies coming out in the next 3 years. I'm like, holy crap, man. There were 20 films that look like.
Disney's not fucking around.
No.
I saw that. Did you watch the new Suicide Squad trailer?
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that, to be honest.
I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. John Cena's not really an actor. I mean, we talked about it last week, I think, but he's just not really. He's like The Rock. He's always the same character in every movie, it seems like.
I mean, I don't think I've seen him in anything, so I didn't have any strong feelings about him. But the rest of it's like an ensemble cast, man. There's some strong players in it.
I saw him in Cock Blockers, and he was also in Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. It's a comedy movie. But have you seen Unholy?
No.
I saw that at Walmart. I almost picked it up, but it's got Jeffrey Dean Morgan in it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's got some poor reviews, so I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I almost picked it
Sean Urchin in the house. What's
Hey,
up,
Sean.
Sean?
What's up?
Welcome, man.
How's it going?
It's going well.
I'm hearing echo.
I got the echo too.
You got echo? Oh man.
Sean Urchin in the house.
Are
And
you
it's
sharing this
delayed.
computer or
How's
TV?
it going?
It is going well, other than the echo. I got the echo too.
Probably me.
It's like it's so weird to have like a
Computer or TV?
because it's delayed.
Are you watching this on like on your phone, Sean, or TV or?
It's like it's so weird to have. It's bizarre.
It's like a 30-second delay.
All right, I've muted Sean. Okay, go on. Do you not hear that echo, Sean? All right, I've muted Sean. Okay, go on. Wowzers.
Hear us at all, Sean?
Do you not hear that echo, Sean? Okay, that was weird.
Okay.
Well, maybe he'll be back. Maybe it's just a weird thing. That was so distracting though. It'd be hard to do. You'd have to like really get your timing down, and then you could harmonize with yourself.
It's like a loop pedal.
Yeah, man. Corey back in the house. What's up, Corey?
I can't see the comments. So is that King Gore?
Yeah, King Need Gore. Yeah, that was intense. Well, I hope he comes back, and I hope there's no delay when he does. I streamed with Corey the couple, I don't know, maybe like a month ago or something on Knight's channel. That was pretty cool too. Got a good conversation.
Yeah, Corey was doing a live stream about a week or so ago, and we got on the subject of serial killers being kind of glamorized in movies and stuff.
Yeah, they are glamorized, but I think people are. Patrick in the house. What's up, Patrick?
Hey, I come on because I got to do this for Sean because I know he would want me to. Welcome to the horror corner.
There you go. There it is.
Oh man, I'm so wiped out.
Yeah, you've been going all day, man.
Dude, hey man, you know what? That's how we roll. We roll BIG. It worked with Hobbs, and last night I couldn't sleep or shit. And I said, you know what? Instead of just sitting here, laying here, and letting the memories overcome me, do something productive. So I went up and we got you 310.
Yeah.
And I posted the video. If you want to go back to the video, Sean, I filled it out, and you can see everybody there who helped you.
Yeah, I watched it earlier.
Yeah. Did you look at the description box?
Yep.
Okay. Because I put that up this afternoon, and I just wanted to make sure he saw it. And I put a link up to your channel, of course. And but I wanted you to see everybody who chipped in, because it just wasn't me. But no, we had a lot of help, and it was awesome. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I
So, yeah. Well, hell, you and Sam, shit, I know. Here I am looking at you, and there's no Sam. I'm like, oh wait, what happened to Sam?
Hobbs in the house. What's up, Hobbs?
Yeah, I was I fell asleep right after you guys went on right after you went up, Ben. I went to sleep. I passed out.
Tonight, you mean?
Sean just said, "Do it, man. Good job." All right, as long as I made you proud, Sean. That's really all. So, did you get pizza today, Ben? I missed it. See, I missed all the action.
I did. It took me like 45 minutes to eat it too. I think it felt like it's so fucking long. Like I was eating pizza for like an hour and a half or something. It was a long time eating that pizza, but it was delicious.
Do the boys get taken care of?
You mean Geigen?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
But Geigen ate Megalon's share, so.
Dude, one of these days you really need to post a picture of the kaiju around your pizza, like they're eating it. That would be an awesome thumbnail, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it would be great too if I had that old Final Wars Geigen, but that guy got institutionalized after eating all my fucking French fries.
You know he got framed for that. That was total
What?
frame job.
No.
Quilted. That was all quilted.
The evil genius struck again, eh?
Oh my god, that was funny.
Is she doing better, Ben? Quilted? Wasn't she having some bladder problems or something late?
Yeah, she had a few weird mishaps, but she's doing pretty good.
Good.
She's an old dog, man. She's 14 years old. She's still running around though. She's currently sleeping like a 14-year-old, but is that how you spell Konnichiwa, by the way? King Need Gore? I don't know that I've ever seen it spelled out in English phonetically like that.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm streaming on my phone tonight, so I can't see the comments.
Oh, that sucks.
I have my computer, but it just casts the light on my face and makes me look washed out.
Word.
So I missed the first part of the stream. Did you watch anything good last week, Ben?
You know what? I never even covered what I watched. I watched all sorts of shit. I watched Don't Breathe.
Nice.
What time was it?
No, it wasn't my first time. It was my first time watching on the new Blu-ray set I got.
Oh.
So that was cool. And I watched what I watched last night, An Unquiet Grave, it was called, on Shudder. Real quick watch, like 80 minutes, about it's kind of like a possession resurrection type story in a weird way, but it's more like a drama, less like a horror, but it was pretty well done, I thought.
I only watched we watched Candyman. My wife and I watched it I think Sunday night, and then I watched one last night called Synchronic.
Oh yeah, the Australian one.
Was it Australian? I don't know.
They're like demon hunters.
No.
Oh, what was that one called?
It's kind of a sci-fi type movie. It's got the actor that plays Falcon in the Marvel movies.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie. It's like you take this pill and it makes you go back in time for like 7 minutes, and they're trying to find this guy's missing daughter. It was a weird movie. It was good though.
Have you seen Primer?
Primer? No.
Yeah, it was like a little independent movie came out. Have you seen Primer, Patrick?
No, I haven't. I've heard about it though.
It's like I would call it maybe like a hard sci-fi movie. It's like very science driven, but it's like they create this time machine, but they can only go back like 7 seconds or something. It's a real weird movie, but it's good if you like if you don't mind a dry sci-fi movie.
I know that there was a movie. I started watching it, but I only got like 20 minutes into it. I don't know why I finished it. I didn't finish it. It was called Deja Vu with Denzel and
oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah, Denzel Washington and Jim Caviezel and man, I can't remember who else was in it. Val Kilmer was in it. That's who it was. But yeah. There's also one movie I'll tell you that I saw. I actually have it in my collection. I watched it, and it was an amazing movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. in it.
Hey.
Hey, listen to that. No echo. I like it.
He's back.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Awesome. Yeah, tried my phone this time, so
Sweet. Yeah, that was crazy, man. It was like it was so hard to talk because I kept
sorry
talking.
about that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Try to mess up your stream.
No, hold on. It's time, Sean. Do it.
Welcome to the horror corner.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, it is.
Boy.
You happy, Patrick?
Hell yeah. That's like the best. You got the best greeting of all of us. Nobody has a greeting like that. Nobody.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
See, everybody's got something unique. That's the thing.
Yeah. It's good to have your own little niche or whatever.
I got to figure mine out. Let me see if I can find the name of that movie. Otherwise, it'll drive me bonkers.
What was the plot line?
It's Cuba Gooding Jr. and he figures out he's in a time loop, and he has to go back to fix it. It just comes in the middle of the movie. Nobody know you don't see it coming.
Huh.
It's just really it looked like almost like a typical slasher movie, and then it comes up with this very cool gimmick, and the movie is just outstanding.
Was it a murder of crows?
It was like I'm trying to remember. Well, see, I'm trying to remember who was in it. You know, he does so many movies now too. So that so it's like he gets overwhelmed sometimes. You know, like geez.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Ticking Clock. That's what it was. It was a straight to video. It was called Ticking Clock, and it came out in 2011. And let me tell you, that movie is just so good. Neil McDonough is with Cuba Gooding Jr., Neil McDonough, and then Nikki Aycock, who did Jeepers Creepers too.
Never heard of it.
Oh, I know. I didn't either. I bought it at the blind buy. I got it for $1 at my video store during one of their sales. I like Cuba Gooding Jr. I like Neil McDonough, so I picked it up for $1. And then I went home, and then a few weeks later, I was just wanting to watch something new, so I put it on there. Oh man, that movie is so good, so good.
Yeah, no,
Add that to the list.
That you
yeah, I was like, wow, how come no one's even heard about this movie? Because this movie absolutely rocks, and it was one of those direct to video movies. So that's a shame, because sometimes some of the actors, they do some of their best work in those movies. I saw, I'm going to use this as a little plug, but I saw another movie because Lionsgate does a lot of that. Right? Lionsgate has made it like one of their missions where they take a well-known established star and they put them straight to video. And like Bruce Willis, Aaron Eckhart's been doing a lot of that lately, and Al Pacino has been doing a few direct-to-video movies. And he did one called Hangman, and with Carl Urban from Dredd.
Yeah.
And yeah, that movie was really good. It's a whodunit, but it is really good. And no one's ever heard of it, and not enough people, I should say, for sure. And I got the writer of that movie coming onto my channel next month.
Wow, really?
He's the same guy who wrote and directed Hunter's Moon, the werewolf movie. So yeah, he's gonna come on and talk about his career. Thanks, Dan, for letting me say that. Ticking Clock. Hobbs. Oh no, not radio. He says no, not radio.
That was a drama.
Yeah, the radio was good though.
I wish they would release Instinct on Blu-ray. That was a great movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Anthony
Connery. Well, no, Anthony Hopkins. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody. There's so many recent movies that have not been given a release, and you're right. You would think a movie like that would, especially Anthony Hopkins being an Oscar award winner and Cuba Gooding Jr. being an Oscar winner, you would think that they would release a movie like that.
Now, have
Maybe
you guys seen-
maybe that needs to be on the Horror Man's list of movies not yet on Blu-ray or whatever. That series he does.
Yeah. It's not really a horror movie though, but I guess.
Internet Eric says Neil McDonough is always great. It's true. I mean, if you really think of Neil McDonough, that guy he's always really good. I mean, he elevates everything he's in.
Yeah. And he's one of those actors that you see in a movie and you recognize him, but you don't know what his name is. At least I don't know what his name is.
I can't think of who you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, yeah, that dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's done so many he's done a lot of great movies.
What's your top 3 movies, Neil McDonough movies?
Wow, from the ones I've seen, I would sit there and say, well, Ticking Clock. I mean, that was for sure. I would say I had a lot of fun with. I guess I would have a lot of fun with maybe his TV work because he's really well known for his TV work too.
Yeah.
So I liked him in Arrow. He played Damien Dark in Arrow. He was in Street Fighter with the Legend of Chun-Li. He played Bison. He's actually pretty fun in that too. He's done a lot of things. He did The Flash. He also was in Marvel. He did Marvel. He played Dum Dum Dugan. Captain America: First Avenger.
Justified. He was on Justified.
Minority Report. He was in that one as a cop.
I love Minority Report, man.
Yeah.
Minority
a lot of
Report.
Westerns.
I think Minority Report gets a little like swept under the rug, but I thought that movie was awesome.
Oh, it's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies. He was in Red too. He was like the whatever CIA agent or
right. I think he took the place of Carl Urban as the CIA contact.
Yeah.
So he's just, once you see his face, you immediately know he's done. He's been in so many movies that you go like, where have I seen him before? Where have I seen him before?
He's instantly recognizable, but I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
He actually did the first real big movie The Rock did by himself. He did that remake of Walking Tall with The Rock.
Oh yeah. Oh, so he was like the bad guy in that.
Yeah, he plays. It's
now
funny.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. He always plays the bad guy. Yet actually he's better suited for the good guy role. But he always gets lumped to the bad guy. It's like when he plays the bad guy, he's good, but when he plays the good guy, he's better. But he doesn't really get that chance. And he's really well known for this, is that he will not do love scenes. Refuses.
He will not do what now?
He won't do love scenes with another woman. He's married. He's married. He married Catholic, and he will not do love scenes with another girl.
What if they cast his wife?
Yeah. Well, if she was an actress, I don't think she's an actress though.
But do you think you could get him to do a porn if his wife was the star though? These are the questions I'm dying to know.
I think
what a guy! He's got such moral values.
Exactly.
I think he must have came over. He must have sent filtered over the Steele David's hot edition book. What was up with those questions? I did your contest entry too, David. I gotta finish it up, and I'll let you know that I did it. But holy shit, dude! I'm like, what the hell?
My friend Beth and I collaborated on that one. She said, "You know what? You should just do something kind of racy because that's totally out of character for you." Like, okay,
you got me good with the final girls question.
Yeah,
Jesus, yeah.
Now, the first time I watched that video, in my mind, when I was thinking about the things, I was thinking about the actresses playing them. But you're talking about the.
I know it's hard for me to separate the.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what the actual
character, like Laurie Strode,
Nancy Thompson,
Sidney Prescott, and
yeah, not
the actresses.
No, but I'm sure that has a lot to do with who people pick too, because I think John said that you said in your video that not Laurie Strode, but Jamie Lee Curtis is very political, and she would be the one to wear the pants in the family, and it's kind of a balance, right?
Right.
Yeah.
My answer is different though, depending on if it's the characters or the actresses.
I don't know what was more twisted was the fact that saying which one you would fuck versus the one you would kill. It's like, you're just sitting there going like, well, that's a what do I say to that?
Well, here's my question: can you kill one and then fuck her? Because that's
so now you're going a whole other area.
Oh, that's a whole new podcast.
Necromantic 3 years old.
Yeah, can we combine these and then marry the corpse afterwards? Because
oh my god.
Have you guys seen Time Crimes?
Hobbs mentioned Spanish Chainsaw Massacre. Oh boy.
Sean, have you seen Time Crimes?
No.
David, no. Patrick, no.
No.
It's a really cool. It's a Spanish movie, but it's a cool time loop movie. We were talking about it earlier in the chat there. I recommend it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was that wiped me out today, man. I was up for almost 5 hours. I was just like, ugh.
That's a lot of screaming, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was fun though. Well, I went up so early. That's what it was. If I would have went up there in the middle of the day, I probably would have been done in a couple, in an hour and a half or so. I mean, we didn't take that long when we did it for Hobbs. I did it during the day, and there's just an army rolled out during the day because everybody was up. But I was in the middle of the night, and so it was a little rougher.
What
But
time did you start, Patrick? Like at 4 o'clock in the morning, or?
yeah. But you know what? There's a lot of people that rolled out too. See, I was expecting the folks from the UK to come in, and they didn't disappoint. They did come in, and then got a really nice lady from Czechoslovakia came in, and yeah, it was on. But it's just after that, it was just like trying to catch up with the rest of the day.
Yeah, I was listening to it earlier, and you were talking to Crystal's Random Roadhouse or Texas Roadhouse, whatever she's called.
Camp Crystal Lake. That was when.
No, it was Crystal's.
Crystal's Texas channel.
Yeah, she was having some like heart or like blood pressure issues.
Yeah, that was something. I was sitting there going like, wow, and she said, she had her wisdom teeth were bothering her, and I was like, and I'm like, wow, you better go lay down and put your legs up, and hopefully, I'll send her a note and see how she's doing, see if she posted anything. Yeah, but we had a lot of nice people. It was a lot of fun, and I know you just mentioned Now It's Dark again, and I looked over there. We were talking about those guys last night, and I went over there and looked at their channel. Do you know those guys are still stuck at 937?
Yeah, I know. What
For the life of God, I can't believe it.
What happened? I mean, I don't know the story. I mean, how did they lose that many subscribers? Was it YouTube just fucking with them?
I have absolutely zero idea. All I know is they were well past 1,000. They were on Instagram. They have I think YouTube. I want to say, for some reason, I could be wrong about this, but why do I want to say like YouTube sent them something like something like that? And it's like they were well over 1,000, and it looked like they're about ready to get monetized. And next thing I know, I'm going over their channel, and I'm like looking. I'm going like, it was like it wasn't until after I went to their channel and left, then it like it caught up to my mind's eye like. Something's not right there. And I went back and I saw that they're well under 900, under 1,000. They're at 942. And I'm like, what happened?
Wow, that's a lot to lose in one shot.
And now they're stuck at 937. They've been there for weeks.
That sucks.
For weeks.
And that whole thing that happened with Knight. I mean, that was crazy too. I mean, he hits 1,000 subscribers and then they yank his channel from him.
I feel like that was never resolved either. Like, never really even knew why. I wasn't able to dispute it.
And the thing is, with the pandemic being what it is, there's Google's probably way understaffed. They're probably way understaffed. There's probably even nobody even manning the phones on any level. I mean, who knows? But yeah. But Knight is coming back strong. I mean, they just got done passing me back up.
Oh yeah,
I'm sitting there going, "Oh, here he comes!" And there they go.
I mean, he got to 1,000 in less than a year too.
Yeah,
he can do it again. He can do it again.
He can. We're all helping him out. We're all, anytime we go up there and share his stream and or we guest on his stream, or we're all sharing ours out because we're on the show. So anything we do to bring him his followers back, he really does deserve it. He really does. I felt so bad for that.
I've noticed there's
too.
been a lot of people though that are kind of getting like YouTube fatigue and they're like taking breaks. Quentin went on a small break for a little while. I just saw where Tristan over at the Horror Collectors taking a break. Yeah.
I think I see I sense it. I do. I sense it. It's it's the only thing is it's like with me with the question the new show I'm doing is it's something I really really like and something I'm really good at. So I get a lot of energy from that. I don't really have a niche, or a gimmick or anything like that for my channel itself. So I'm not really worried about it. I mean, yeah, it frustrates me about the slow growth, but you know what? It's gonna happen. I know it. I'm not nearly as, like pissed off about it as I was, when I was stuck in 100, 150. Now I know it'll happen. Just you have quality content. That's why I felt really bad for you, David, because you've been out here for a while now. And it frustrated me. It's like with Hobbs, when I met Hobbs, he was, gosh, I think he was in a 7. I think he was edging toward 800, and I didn't think it'd take him for that long at all to reach 1,000 because his content's so damn good. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, but then I'm seeing that, here he is, he's struggling to get to the 1,000, and I just finally got pissed off at that. I'm like, you know what, let's push him over, and that's how I felt last night. It's just, I'm pissed. I'm like, you know what? He deserves it.
David's only been on YouTube like almost a little over a year, right? I mean, 300's good for a year.
I started in July. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Not even a year.
I thought you'd been on a little longer than that.
I have another channel that I used to run.
Right. Okay. See, I knew you'd been on here longer than me.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me like a couple years to get to 300 for sure.
And to be honest, I don't do this for the subscribers. I mean, I've met so many cool people that I'm really content with people that I correspond with on a regular basis. I mean, I'm not in it to try to hit 1,000 subscribers. I mean,
well, we just want everybody to see you with your background. That's all we did it. That's what we did it for. Just because like I said, it seems like everybody has their one little gimmick, the one little thing that really makes them stand out. Like look at the three of you. I mean, I look at you guys, and the first thing I think of is Sean with the Horror Corner, with you with Sam, and then Ben with the Kaiju. That's how I know you guys. I know you guys, so it's like your calling card. It's like I think it's a lot of fun. Hobbs with Halloween. I mean, Hobbs is the biggest Halloween guy I know.
Sean's pretty big.
I told Hobbs he's got to trademark the word spooktacular because I never heard of that word until I met Hobbs, and all of a sudden now it's like now I can't think. Every time I think of spooktacular, I immediately think of Hobbs, and we're like that. He's got to trademark that. So
I like when he does the old like Halloween commercials from like the 50s or something.
Yeah.
Like makes a little collage out of it.
Yeah, did you see that old cartoon he ran about 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
I was like that's the first shot of Halloween for Hobbs, and he's sitting in the room, and I'm talking about him. But that's true, man. We that was the first thing. It's the first shot of the Spooktacular 2021. So, but it's just fun when someone has a really identifiable niche. It makes it so easy to relate to them.
I always enjoy Ben's videos when he does. I mean, with the lighting alone, it's just like awesome. I don't know how he does all that, and then like the shouty and all that stuff.
I used to put a lot more energy into videos, but I think that you were saying you're not in it to get a whole bunch of subscribers. It's nice to feel like you're acknowledged that you're putting forth an effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not going to deny.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I don't appreciate.
But I'm the same as you though. I mean, I'm not driven by growth per se, but it does feel good when you get subscribers, and it also feels not great when you lose subscribers. So that's the component,
There's times when you're stuck. Like there's plenty of times when I'm stuck and stagnant for like months.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And Sean, you've been doing this a while because you were already pretty well established when I first came on this. Put my channel together.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's. It's like we do it, and it's a lot of fun, and I agree with you. The one thing that really gets me about this, it's a lot of fun, but the part that gets me too is like what you said, is when you're stagnant, when you sit there every day, you come on there and you're just looking at the same damn number. That does get underneath your skin. And I don't know any other YouTuber that can't be honest and sit there and agree with that. I mean, come in every day and see, like 151 staring back at you every single day.
That actually, that doesn't bother me because that's just sort of like how it's always been on my channel. It's just lulls. So at this point, I'm kind of like, doesn't even really bother me,
Yeah, I'm getting to that point. I'm getting to the point, like to me, it's like as long as I put out some entertaining content, which I try to do. I don't have the bells and whistles or whatnot, but I'm happy with where it's going. As far as that goes.
Yeah. So for me, like if I stayed at 315 for 6 months, as long as people are still leaving comments on my videos and acknowledging that I've put something out there, I'm fine with that. But it's when I start putting out videos and no one's, leaving comments or, I usually average, I don't know, between 5 and 6 comments on each video. But when it starts getting to where it's just maybe 1 or 2 comments, then yeah, that's kind of disheartening a little bit.
I've been fortunate for that. Yeah, I got to do a better job at that. I mean, I know you can't spend all day going around doing comments, but you know what? I know I can do a better job of doing that. I do try to answer everybody that that's one thing I do. I do answer anybody that comes to my page and or channel and comment. I do answer them. I mean that I do, but I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job and going to other channels. I do got some good news for us, Ben, because for our new series, I haven't got a name for it yet. I was actually thinking ISC Nights with the K.
Okay.
I don't know. I was gonna throw that past Night, because to me it's like Night with a K. It's still Night, and I still like to associate part of that with Night Watch. I still like to do that.
A whole new set of armor then.
Yeah. I did get a hold of I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we're gonna do a new series 1 time a month, because otherwise we go insane, right? So we're gonna do it once a month, the last Sunday of every month, and we're gonna review an ISC midnight film, and we're gonna be doing The Devil's Doorway, and I asked the director if she would come on and sit in with us for the show.
Yeah,
we'd like to do it.
Wow, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. She's a lovely lady, and she knows how much I love the movie, and so it'll be fun to have her come in there, and we can go ahead and have her come in and sit in and watch and comment. So I want to share that
connections, huh?
Well, I did I watched the movie. I watched. That's one thing about that's one thing about social media now, is that everybody's accessible. If a lot of these folks, they have their social media, and you just go up there and start talking to them, as long as you're not assholes. If you come up there and but if you do a review, and you give a fair and honest review, and you talk to them and you ask them, hey, would you be willing to talk to me about your movie and whatnot? Most of the time, I've only been told like 5 times. I've only been told 5 times that I could, they couldn't do, and a couple of them were strictly on time. The other ones wanted money, and I can't do that, so because I'm poor.
Me too.
But Aslan, I watched her movie when it came out, and I absolutely loved it, and so I befriended her on Twitter, and then we talked for a while, and then I asked her to do an interview with me for my blog, and she did that as well, and I stayed in touch with her, and so And I also put up her new short she did. She did one short last year called Eye Exam, which is really fun. She did it for Hulu,
Hmm.
and so I reviewed that, and then just stayed in touch with her. So when we're doing this and we picked Devil's Doorway for our next movie, it's the natural.
Yeah, man.
What are you gonna have next? What are you gonna have another guest on, Sean? You gotta do that. You gotta get back
who
into the game.
knows? I need to get in the mix there with some of these people. Yeah.
I mean, you interviewed that one lady. She was very gracious and very, she was a great guest. And I'm thinking, well, are you gonna do this
Yeah.
soon or?
I would like to, but I haven't really built a relationship with anybody else yet.
Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, me and Hobbs, we're going to be talking to Courtney Gaines in July.
Nice. Malachi.
Yeah, so we're going to be
Nice.
talking to Courtney Gaines next month, and then Hannah Fearman from VHS. So, and one day.
How you
That
feel,
blew me
Bob?
away when you guys got Danielle Harris. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, that was Steven. Steven from the horror House of Horrors. That was that was really incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
That's a good example of just befriending somebody and just being really nice to them and treating them just like we're talking here. And he built up a friendship with her, and then she did it for him. So that was really nice.
Yeah, that was great.
So how was you guys' meeting face to face? I saw the picture, David, you and Cody.
It was good.
Oh, you did? You met him?
Yeah,
Nice.
I got to meet his whole family, his daughters, and son and wife, and it was good. It was cool. We met in Lexington at a comic book store that Cody likes to frequent when he's in town, and then from there we went to Cracker Barrel for dinner.
Nice.
Did you do a mukbang thing or whatever he does? Something afterwards?
We joked about it.
Mukbang and David's Mustang.
Yeah, you guys should have definitely recorded something. Did you record like a video or something?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like in real life, I'm like, oh, this would be a cool video, but then when I'm there, I'm just in the moment, and I don't think to like take good videos or anything and like document shit. So,
well,
I've only met one person so far. Dave Maggot. I met.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys
really?
are in a similar area, right?
Right.
Pieces area, yeah.
How close are you to Dave, Sean?
I don't know, like maybe 40 minutes. So.
Oh, you're really close.
I met him at a convention, horror convention.
Nice.
Yeah, that is. So how did you end up doing this, David? Did you guys plan on doing this? Was Cody in the neighborhood, or just
He had been on vacation. He had gone down to Myrtle Beach, and on his way back, he stopped and met Mark of Horror in Knoxville, and then I'm just right off I-75, so he told me they were going to stop in Lexington, so we just planned it that way.
Wow.
And then
if he would have just kept going a little bit more west, he could have met up with Ben and made a T-shirt out of it, the Coast to Coast tour.
But he's coming back down in October for Scarefest, and so was John Ellsworth, and Mark's coming up. So we should have at least 4 of us there, possibly 5 if we can get Ben on a plane.
Coast to Coast, you guys would be the first ones to go on the road to do a live cast.
Yeah. And then I'm hoping to meet Josh at Horror Hounds in September.
As far as I understand from the Hobbs is Hobbs is going to be going to that. I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's only like an hour and a half away from me.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I live closest to Corey at King Igor and Martin at Anthropometric Thing. They're like an hour and a half away too. They're in Louisville.
That'll be fun. That would be fun to be able to meet some folks.
I'm near
Yeah.
the trash stash.
Yeah, Danny. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up.
And
He's
Jay, you're not that far away from him. You're he's in Sacramento, so it's like an hour and a half.
he's
Wow.
up in Sonoma.
Where is he?
Cool dude.
Sonoma. Sonoma
Oh,
County.
he's in Simona. I thought he was in Sacramento for some reason.
That's my hometown, Sacramento.
Yeah, I lived in Carmichael for a while.
Carmichael, baby. Fair Oaks Boulevard, represent.
Landis Avenue, yo.
Yeah.
It was right down the street from the American River. We used to go fishing down there. That's a good river. That's a strong river. Used to go down there and retrieve all the fishing gear. You could open up your own bait shop with all the bait and tackle shop with all the stuff you find.
I used to go down there and get fucked up all the time. Does that count?
We see
Sure,
all
why not?
we see all the beer cans down there too. Yep.
You know, they filmed River's Edge over there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I lived in San Jose. When I lived in San Jose, they covered that story. The River's Edge actually took place in a town called Milpitas, which is right by San Jose, next door to it.
Yeah.
Ben, are you familiar with Pittsburgh?
The that sounds familiar. It's up here, isn't it? It's like somewhere in the sort of Bay Area ish.
Yeah,
like a little more inland.
There.
It's by Concord.
Yeah.
It's by Concord and Antioch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I don't know a lot of YouTubers that you'd think there'd be more YouTubers around here that I would have come in contact with, but Danny's the one.
I'm going to Connecticut Horror Fest. I wonder if anybody's around that area.
When is that?
September.
Who's going to be on the guest spot? Who's doing?
Oh, a bunch of people. Like there's a Michael, a Jason, CJ Graham,
Yeah.
one of the Leatherface guys, the guy who played Michael in H2O. Shit, I can't remember his name.
Do you get the impression in watching some of these folks' videos and Instagrams or whatnot that they're more excited for the conventions to come back than the actual people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. It's like before, you think it'd be all the fans to be all excited, but it's actually the celebrities that are more excited to go back than us.
Well, I mean, a lot of them they're the contours like how their income, you know.
Their bread and butter, yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see Tony Moran on the guest list at the Scarefest after all the hoopla around all
After
that.
all the hoopla hubbub, huh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna get his autograph and meet him and stuff? And give him a nice big hug.
Have him sign your Streets Run Reds DVD.
I'll have him send out Rob Zombie Halloween copy.
There you go.
Since Tyler Maines is
From
big.
Tyler Maine.
I'm going to try to make a run at that. I want to interview Tyler Maine. Tyler Maine should have been such a bigger star than what he was. That guy was tailor-made for he should have been huge.
I mean, he's not dead, is he? He could still be huge.
Well, yeah, I think
He is huge, isn't he? He's like
he just needs to get in better movies. I mean, he's, you know,
He was
I know,
Sabretooth in X-Men, the first
Yeah, but-
X-Men. Remember?
but you know the movie I really liked him in though by far when he played Achilles in Ajax in Troy.
Troy, yeah.
Dude, he was awesome in that.
Oh yeah.
And but I just thought he should have been gotten. I mean, Sabretooth on X-Men, he didn't even get the chance to talk. They made a Sabretooth. They made a Sabretooth.
Yeah.
You know, very hardly anything. He hardly said anything. What, you owe me a scream? I think it's the only thing. That's the only thing I can remember.
Yeah. And then he got recast by Lee Schreiber in the Wolverine origin movie.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds didn't have any dialogue in that movie, I don't believe.
He did.
He had some dialogue.
Yeah, he was. He definitely. Yeah, in the first part of the movie, he talked a lot.
He wouldn't shut up.
No, he was.
Wolverine says that, doesn't he? Shut up! Like,
Let's see. Ben saying that Ben Grimm saying that he's going to a con in a couple of weeks. Bill Mosley, Tyler Main, yep. Rose.
That's Felissa Rose.
Oh, Felicia Rose. Okay. Michael Berryman, Goofy from Scary Movie, and the kid
nice.
from Rob Zombie Halloween.
Yen, someone or other. I can't remember his
Steve
last name.
Farch or something.
He was in Hancock too.
Yeah, wasn't his name Jens?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good show.
Yeah, I met him at Scarefest 2016, I think.
I think I might have told you guys about Dr. Wolfula's doing that. Dag Ferch was his name.
Yeah.
He was doing like some kind of unboxing for like one of these like mystery boxes, you know, like Loot Crate or something. And one of the prizes was like an autographed knife by that guy, and he was like, "Great." He was like so unenthused about it. It was pretty funny, actually.
Oh, speaking of those boxes, those crate boxes, man. Has anybody been watching Halloween PDX's Derek's last couple of videos?
Yeah.
Man, he's got a couple. Wow, he got a couple of busters. Yeah, they were not good at all. I was like, wow.
Derek buys so many different boxes, though. I mean, it's inevitably he's gonna get some kind of duplicate, right? It seems
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't know who gets more boxes, Derek or Jim and John from Now.
Star, yeah.
Those guys, they always get some really good boxes. They're always it's always worth watching to see if they pull. Yeah.
I remember one of the first guys I saw on YouTube in the horror world was Dr. Wolfula.
Oh, his channel's great, man.
Yeah, definitely. He's hilarious.
He's a big channel too now. Like I think he's got over 100,000 subscribers.
I've been enjoying the Scooby Doo episodes lately.
Yeah, he's big into the Scooby Doo.
He's got the goulash guy.
Yeah.
See, Robert Mute was the bear dude from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, like the tow truck driver dude.
Isn't that like being like a red shirt on a Star Trek episode?
Might as well be.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Hobbs still wants to meet LeVar Burton.
I heard he was
The guy
hosting
from
a few
Star
episodes.
Trek.
I heard he was doing Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I think the Aaron Rodgers thing, the thing with him going back to the Packers or not. I swear to God, I think he wants them to let him go so he could actually have a reason to retire and do Jeopardy. I think Aaron Rodgers wants to do. Yeah, I do. I really think he wants to do Jeopardy. I don't know if because he's still under the contract to the Packers, and I think he also started a barn fire just to try to get out of it, just to get out of the deal, and so he could actually retire and do, to do Jeopardy. But I think
you just do something like that with no experience,
I guess he did pretty good during his spot. I don't have TV, so I didn't watch it. So,
did he do guest host as one time or something?
Right, he guest hosted for a couple of weeks, and then LeVar Burton was doing it, and people really liked him, and there was like a petition going around for LeVar Burton. So, see. Ben says he met Edward Furlong at a con with not the best experience. Yeah, I'm sure that guy was fucked up to his gills on shit.
He looks like crap now.
Oh God, people looked like crap for years.
Yeah.
He also met Diamond Dallas Page. That's someone who I would like to meet. I would like to meet Diamond Dallas Page.
Can you guys see this?
Seems cool, yeah.
I see certain colors.
Canceled Tony Moran.
Oh, look at that.
He got canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally canceled.
Wow. Wow, not shocked at that. Let's see.
Did you
Yeah,
see? Did you hear his little apology? Kind of apology he gave.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah. What was it?
He was just kind of like
Half-hearted apology.
covering his own ass, like I'm sorry I cursed. Like he wasn't even addressing like the things that he said in particular.
I'm sorry that I was open and frank.
I'm
about
sorry I
my
used
feelings.
bad language.
Yeah.
That's his apology.
Sorry, I used bad language to badmouth you sons of bitches.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting Tony Todd and
Oh yeah,
William Forsythe.
yeah, he's a good
Oh,
one too.
Oh, he's cool.
dude, man, that's a grail right there, man. Tony
Yeah,
Todd
no
and Tony Todd and William Forsythe. Yes, please.
Bruce Campbell
Nice.
will be there. Ted Raimi, Bill Mosley.
I hope none of them
Sounds
get
like a
skull
good
fucked
one.
by William Forsythe.
Linnea Quigley, of course, will be there. Kane Hodder is always there.
Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah.
that's a lot of star power.
Felicia Rose. Who else we got here? Leslie Easterbrook, Sean Whalen, Tiffany Sheps.
Oh, Tiffany Shepis, yep.
Yeah. Michael Berryman. R.A. Milhoff or
Leatherface.
Leatherface
yeah.
in part
Yeah.
3, right?
PJ Sells will be there. Robert Mukes. Amelia Kincaid. Rob Mello.
Yeah, Night of the Demons.
Yeah, Suzanne Snyder. Vernon Wells. Mark
Vernon Wells.
Mark Torgel. He was in Toxic Avenger. Yeah, so decent list.
Yeah.
How much are tickets, David? 30.
That sounds about right. I get in free because my wife's a handler. She works with the celebrities.
Oh, nice. Handler. That's a handler.
That's that's the term they.
That's a nice.
She worked last year with Skeet Ulrich, and then the year before the black girl from The Craft. I can't think of her name.
From what show?
And then Julian from Witchcraft was there 1 year.
Julian Sands.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see here.
How does she like working with Skeet Ulrich?
She said he was a sweetheart.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, that guy's been real quiet for the last decade or two, hasn't he? Acting wise.
He was on a TV show on the.
He was on Riverdale. He was on Riverdale for a minute.
Yeah, Riverdale. Yeah, it's $30 for tickets for general admission, and you can like buy packages and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, Skeet Ulrich is a good actor. I'm still looking for season 2 of Jericho. I have season 1, but I have not found season 2.
I watched the first couple episodes, but I never watched the rest of the season of that.
Good concept. Really interesting concept. But you know how it goes. You get, back then, you're on network TV, and if you don't really strike it hot, then
I saw the first season of Riverdale.
I didn't watch any of Riverdale. That was like the Archie's Netflix modern Archie's adaptation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
I got the first
right.
2 seasons. I had the first 2 seasons. I thought it was fine. I thought they of course they made it all adult, so
Yeah.
but they put some thought behind it.
Yeah.
Fine. That's not really a ringing endorsement, though. If someone says, "How'd you like that?" Oh, it was fun, and I'm not going to be like, "Oh shit, I got to go out and see that."
No, you know what? It all depends on how you look. I mean, I personally, I liked it. I liked it. Do I think that comic book fans or older comic Archie fans or whatnot would get into it? I don't know. I mean, it was built for today's market. But there's a lot of old school actors in it. Like Luke Perry was in it.
Yeah.
Madsen Admick was in it. Like we just mentioned, Skeet Ulrich. I mean, there's some other familiar faces, some older faces that we know. But it was mostly made for today's market. So
I like the Sabrina one a lot. The New Adventures of Sabrina.
I would like to get that.
Very
I would
horror. That's pretty horror-ish. Got Satan in there and everything.
I hear they canceled it already, though.
Did they?
Yeah, I heard Netflix. Well, that's Netflix, though, for you. 3 years about the run of about as far as they can go with it, and then they cancel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Grimm's saying these like the network shows that have like over 20 episodes per season. Have like 30 episodes or something like that. 28 episodes. I don't remember how much is the standard sort of network number of episodes per season, but like 12 seems to work pretty well. Like the more modern approach, like 12 a season.
Well, back in the day, back in the early days, when they were doing mostly half-hour shows, a season was 39 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
39, as many and sometimes it did as many as 41 in a year. So of course then it went down to slowly come down since then. It was like 24 to 25. Then it down to 22. The European markets, they do things differently. That you're right. They do the 10 to 12 shows, and they call it a series.
Yeah, and they have the tendency to not draw a story arc out because it's popular. They just let it sort of take its natural course. So they have a lot of 2-3 series, shows that don't overstay their welcome.
Right.
Or if they have a story that's not going anywhere, that they just write it off.
that like an American I'd say maybe like The Walking Dead is kind of like this. It's popular. The story probably could have I don't know. I feel like a show like that is popular among fans has a tendency to last more seasons than it should have. I still watch The Walking Dead, but
somewhere down the line, you can see someone around at the AMC, programming, and they're doing, what are we going to do now? And you can see the head programmer doing this. Come on, we can get another season out of Daryl. Yeah,
Oh, we can. We'll just do a spinoff.
What else can we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan do?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of the last season of The Walking Dead, though, which I will watch when it becomes available on streaming platforms.
Yeah.
I stopped watching after Rick died. Well, didn't really die. But
Oh, yeah, it went off. Now, Dave Hobbs is saying David needs to see Embrace of the Vampire. Are you talking about the Alyssa Milano Embrace of the Vampire?
The one he's talking about.
yeah, I've never seen
That's
that.
that's the one he put for David.
I've seen that one. I've seen that scene in that, a particular scene in that one a few times, too.
This is,
Look at David over there. David, all you're missing now is the flames behind you. Who came up?
Sounds like a hot one. Oh.
This the way the fire was behind him, and he's like, "Damn, man, he's got it going on. He could definitely play he'd be a good devil there." Now, is that a book that you got those questions from, David, or because it sounded like a book you got with the questions, or did you? Oh, okay.
Do you think there's a book asking which final girl you'd rather fuck?
You know what? In the world of horror, yeah. Who knows?
Maybe if it's written by Joe Block Briggs or something.
Yeah.
The only question that I feel like was kind of generic was the marry, fuck, kill, because that's, I think even Quentin mentioned it in his response that was like a elementary school question that he remembers from when he was a kid.
But not that particular subject matter, right? Just the whole fuck, marry, kill scenario. Yeah.
Yeah.
The question about which horror film would you get rid of, that was a really good question too.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to answer because I don't actively hate any horror movies. I don't think.
It's ones I do.
Yeah,
I was
for me, it would be Elm Street. Freddy's Dead.
That would be one of them.
Yeah.
Now, let's say you eliminate that movie from ever existing, do they make a different Nightmare on Elm Street 6, or does it just stop at 5 and then have the reboot?
The movie has
Different
to
one. Yeah, make it different 6. Yeah.
It's like a Nightmare on Elm Street 6, but this time Freddy is a marsupial.
Hey, it worked for the Howling.
Exactly.
No, it didn't.
I think of all the Halloween sequels I've seen, that is like my second favorite in the franchise.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought that one was pretty cool. The first one is amazing, I would say, and then the rest of them kind of suck assholes, but the marsupial sticks out in my mind as being one I really liked. It was silly, but it was interesting silly.
Yeah, I could see that.
I do remember when the Embrace of the Vampire did come out. I remember the controversy about that. People were really surprised that Alyssa Milano was going topless in a movie because she had always had that really innocent persona.
She didn't though. She was like doing so she started off in like Who's the Boss, right? But by the time she was already like a teenager, she's had like bikini posters out and shit, So it's not like she was like some wholesome like all dressed up with or like she's going to church every time.
No, but she still had that innocence around her. The bikini pictures. They're just, it wasn't anything too. It wasn't as much as it was cute. It was something your daughter would put on the wall or something like that. She didn't have a.
I mean, that's not what I was thinking when I was a kid. I know.
I mean, she hadn't gotten in any trouble. She wasn't in the tabloids for running around being stupid or any of that. All of a sudden, maybe that's the reason why she did it because everybody saw her as really being a really sweet person. She always plays really sweet characters, so maybe that's why she did it. But I do remember that people were like, "She's doing what?"
I don't remember hearing a lot about it. I remember renting it and watching that topless scene a bunch of times, but I don't remember. I don't remember like hearing any controversy.
I really don't remember. I don't even remember the movie. I mean, the only thing I heard about the movie after the hoopla was the movie actually sucked.
I remember I was embarrassed because I rented it, and then my friend had found it, and he was like, "You rented this?" And I was like, "Yeah," and it was embarrassing for some reason.
Hey, Andrew Molina.
Andrew in the house. Andrew, how you doing, man?
I mean, look what happened to Lindsay Lohan. She started as Disney princess, and the next thing you know, she's doing Playboy.
Well, now I never knew her as the Disney princess. I mean, Britney Spears was like a Disney chick, wasn't she, too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Andrew and Seth back in the house.
Let's see. Hey, Seth.
Candace Cameron. I think she's pretty religious these days, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's doing the Lifetime movies and stuff.
Yeah, so that's going to be controversial when she comes out topless.
Also,
yeah, that would really.
She's doing a Hallmark movie. She does that Aurora Teagarden mystery. She's actually Hallmark's #1 rated star. Every movie she does for them is a top rating hit for them.
Didn't Jodie Sweetin, the middle sister, didn't she get like in some trouble recently with like drugs or something like that?
Probably. I know Laurie McLaughlin did. Lori Loughlin. I know she got in trouble with the school entrance, scandal.
Ben Grimm says
Yeah.
Tracy Lords was a kid in ads, but she was also a kid in porn. She did like porn before she was 18.
Who did? Oh, Tracy Lords. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, doesn't she say she doesn't even remember doing it?
I don't know. Does she? I haven't really talked to
She
her. That
was
much.
so coked up and drugged out, she doesn't even remember doing it.
I mean, that seems like about right. So yeah, we talked about the trailer earlier. I watched the trailer. I'm hyped on it. I thought it looked awesome. David has been avoiding anything because he doesn't want to spoil the movie at all.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. It's going to be. It would be a little hard, I think, for someone to spoil that movie for me. I would have to have a lot of information.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't spoil it for me. I'm still gonna go see it regardless. I just want to be a little surprised, more surprised than I was last time.
It's tough if you're a hardcore fan and the trailer comes out. And
I know.
Say, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to see it.
It is tough, man, because you want to watch it.
I do want to watch it really bad.
You're probably right, because it does show a lot.
Yeah, but it's a great trailer, man. It shows a lot, but it gets you hyped up.
Yeah,
and it shows
too much though. I mean, in your opinion, or does it show?
Not in my opinion, it doesn't. In other people's opinion, it does.
Oh,
I think
you're right, David. Just avoid it altogether. Don't watch any react. I haven't watched a single trailer. I haven't watched any reaction videos. I want to be surprised.
I say you should turn it on, but you should not close. You should not watch it. You should just listen to the score.
That's
what Andrew says. Do not watch it.
Yeah,
I say watch it.
Don't listen to him. He's trying to tempt you.
I got the devil Ben over here.
Exactly. Just take a bite of that trailer apple, man. It's delicious.
Sean, we need to have David get lost in the corner. You handle your business. We'll get you lost in the horror corner till it comes out, David.
Andrew says it shows a lot, or particularly in one scene in particular. I can see it does. I mean, I can see. I don't know. I'm like an old dude. I'm like 1,000 years old. So by the time I watch it, my memory's bad, and it'll be like the first time all over again anyway. So, but I don't have a big problem. Like a lot of people are very sensitive about how much trailers are showing these days.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really bother me much at all. It's not like unless there's like a serious twist element, like a Usual Suspects type moment or like a Sixth Sense moment in the movie. Like if it's like a horror movie and I see some people getting killed that aren't like necessarily don't seem like they're going to be main characters or something, it doesn't really bother me too much.
Did you see the Pet Sematary trailer before it came out in theaters?
I did, and it didn't.
That's a big one.
But here's the thing: that's a book that most of the people that saw the movie have read, and a movie that most of the people who saw them, are going to see the remake. I mean, you can't spoil that story. That's just a different element of the story. It's not a spoiler. It's not like a, you know what I mean?
Well, the fact that they switched it from Gage to the sister.
Right. I know, but that it's a plot. It's a plot point. It's not like a.
Yeah.
It doesn't spoil anything knowing that, you know what I mean? To me,
you know what's going to happen, right?
It takes the shock away. If you saw the movie, you probably would have been shocked if you didn't see that in the trailer.
Yeah, trailer's just like the back of a DVD. One thing I noticed when since I go out hunting quite a bit and I read, you've all read the synopsis on DVD covers. That's a lost art now. Writing a synopsis for a back of a movie is a lost art. Now they're so fucking generic. There's nothing there to. A back of a DVD used to get you really excited for a movie. Used to be able to get you into it. Now it's just it's the same old, and they don't know how to. They don't know how to write it. 5 friends go on a getaway to a cabin in the woods. You're already in your mind. Your mind's already clicking off already. You're already putting the movie back even before you.
I've seen this one.
Yeah.
I think the artwork too on some of these movies doesn't draw me in as much as they used to when I was a kid.
No, that's a good point.
That's true, but it's also, you know, it doesn't. You're not in the same scenarios where you're walking by them, you know, like. So as far as like the artwork goes, they don't really use it so much anymore to market this stuff. I don't think it's just not as big a component of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who does. There's two companies, of course, one you already know, but I think two companies that do a really good job as far as their covers go is definitely Wild Eye. Considering the quality of their movies, their covers are outstanding. I mean,
They're way better than the movies. I think the covers are probably way better than the movies, right?
They are.
Yeah.
And then I have to give them to this, even though the prices are really stupid, and I'm not a big not a huge fan, but I definitely got a hand up for Scream Factory. Their covers are outstanding too. I mean, I see people when they get their Scream Factories and they show those covers are like really good, good.
Their prices aren't stupid; they're just pretty standard.
Yeah, they're Disney prices. They're, for reissues, they're high. I mean, you're reissuing a movie that's been out for 30 years. You don't need to charge me $30 for that.
Well, I mean, no one's paying $30 for a. I mean, most Scream Factory releases don't command $30.
They're pretty up there. I mean, they're not what they But I love the covers. The covers are so. I mean, they're definitely a attention grabber for sure. They're
cool.
Very cool.
On them.
Very cool.
They also do their own transfers and stuff, and they come with like a lot, like the collector's editions come with a lot of bonus features and whatnot, and they're like, I don't know, $20 to $24 somewhere in that range. I mean, for a Blu-ray, that's kind of standard-ish. It's not like a great deal. It's not like going to the Dollar Tree or something, but it's not offensive. It's not like an $80 Blu-ray or something.
Right. I just looked at the prices and I'm just like, wow. Like Returns to Salem lot, I'm looking at this. It's $27. But
I just picked this up. This is the My Bloody Valentine Steelbook. I got this for like $15 or something.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I mean, I'm just looking at their website now. They got some things on sale, but there's some that are just like the Dead Zone. So they want $29 for it. And it's just like, yikes. That's Disney money.
Yeah, but I don't think they're selling a lot of this $29. That's why though. I bet you could go on Amazon right now and get it for much less than that. Probably. That would be my guess. I don't know. Andrew says a great deal. It was a great deal, man. I'd been putting it off getting it because I'm the dude that pre-orders all this shit and pays like way more than everyone else because people do their like Dollar Tree hauls and they'll be like, oh, I picked up this Criterion Godzilla set at the Dollar Tree for like 50 cents. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been waiting for that too. I've been waiting for that, I never thought I'd get that. I never thought I'd get a Criterion deal like that until my library came through and I got 4 or 5 in one day for $1 a piece. I was just like, what?
$1 a piece? Wow.
Yeah. That's the best day I've had at the library.
Yeah, I haven't even cracked this open. I have the collector's edition. I know, Sean, you have that one too. I remember watching your video on it.
Yeah,
with the poster and all that stuff.
I like the Steelbook though.
I know. I have this. I know. Fucking Scream Factory, man. They'll release a collector's edition and they'll release the Steelbook, and I'm an asshole that buys some other stuff.
I did that for the Halloween 2 one.
That's a great looking
Scream
Steelbook.
Factory Blu-ray, but when I saw that Steelbook, like, oh man, I got that.
I held off for a long time. That's another one I got for pretty cheap.
Yeah. I saw Target released a Sicario on Steelbook. I was like, really? Okay. I didn't think there'd be all that huge demand for a movie like that hitting Steelbook, but
there's a couple of Sicario Steelbooks.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty big movie, I think, right?
Yeah. Emily Blunt and Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Was there a sequel to that? I think there was.
Yeah. The day of the I want to say Day of the Sicario or something like that.
Soldado. Yeah.
Soldado. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The people, I think people always mark the retail prices pretty high, but then they always discount them a lot of times. You know, it's like Ben Grimm was saying, like, you know, Vinegar Syndrome half off sale is still about $20, but yeah, I mean, you could pick those up for $20. Vinegar Syndrome's real boutique, though, I think, so they end up going like, I don't know, pretty expensive on the secondary market if you don't pick them up at first, I think. Andrew's asking what you guys thought of Godzilla versus Kong.
I loved it.
I enjoyed it. Plot issues, but
I'm hoping to get my copy in a couple of weeks.
You haven't seen it yet, Patrick?
No. But now my library's open. Now I'll be able to get a copy from them.
I got the Blu-ray.
Yeah, probably on Blu-ray. See, they opened up their library all the way, and normally how it goes is Tuesday is their new release day, like everywhere else. So, but they let it open a little bit beforehand so the resellers can come out, and then at 3:00 they open the doors for the general public. So I'll be there at 3:00 and pretty much be able to get first shot of everything that's not picked over. Resellers are not buying movies now. They're not really buying movies. So
Ben didn't like Kong.
I'm sure I'll get it. I mean, they turn over the library gets like 8 or 9 copies of the real popular movies, and then as soon as they run through, they just sell half of them. They note them to the library and to the bookstore, and then they sell them that way. So I'll be able to pick it up.
Yeah, Kong was a little fragile in that movie. He was a little dainty.
They are in talks though about doing another movie though, Ben. You knew that was going to happen, but they are in talks.
Well, I mean, I hope they are in talks.
Yeah. So we
again.
What say, David?
Do you think it'll still be Michael Dougherty doing it, or someone else?
I mean, I hope Legendary continues with the franchise.
Yeah, definitely.
I think what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this. I'm thinking they're going to do that crossover we talked about. I do think they will do a Pacific Rim crossover, but it's not going to be with Godzilla. It's going to be with King Kong.
You think so?
Yeah, because that way they don't have to worry about Toho. Toho is out of it, so they'll since King Kong's an American monster, and and they could get the rights for it. It'll be easier for them to get the rights for King Kong than it is Godzilla, and they won't have to split the money.
Yeah, but they're going to need the rights for Gigan too if they're going to put him in there.
Yeah, they need to do that. Well, who knows? I mean, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Did it have the same effect though if it wasn't Godzilla?
I think it's the only way it would work, though. I think that obviously the big crossover, people get really excited for that. So, do I think another standalone King Kong would do well? It'd be all right, but it wouldn't be nearly as exciting as it would for another Toho monster or Pacific Rim.
I think a good Kong film would do just fine. Honestly, I think a lot of people like the first one. I think it's highly marketable.
That's funny too, because the first one, Kong Skull Island, is actually the weakest.
Oh, I love Kong Skull.
I don't think it's the weakest. I think it's probably the
Second strongest.
Second strongest, maybe.
Yeah.
I thought it was the weakest.
I want him to take on Mechanic Kong.
Yeah, Mechanic Kong, baby.
That was badass.
I think my favorite at this point, I think, is Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
And then I think Kong is a better film than King of the Monsters, but I think I'd still probably rate King of the Monsters a little higher just because I'm a Godzilla dude. But Kong I thought Kong was really well done.
I just thought just some of the things they were doing, it sort of bothered me. Like when you watch A Quiet Place, you and you just look at it going like, why? Just no, you're looking at people just doing things that you wouldn't think they would be doing, and to me, it's just like, really, it's just like you're just amazed by how stupid the people are on screen. Like, why the fuck would you send all your helicopters within the reach of a fucking of King Kong? Every
Now-
single one of them flew right in his wheelhouse. I mean, who would do that? Why wouldn't you
but-
just go up there, stand off alone, another couple thousand feet, and then rain hell on them? No, you got to go fly up there, right next to them, and it's just like, who does that? You know, and it's just,
I personally had no issues with a Quiet Place. I didn't watch that. I didn't think I was not drawn out of that movie at all.
oh my gosh, this is stupidity of the family. Is
Of
what
that
really-
little kid, that dumbass little kid.
Exactly. The little kid in the very first scene. Here you are, you got the youngest kid, the little baby, at the end of the line with a toy. I mean, who does that? Nobody does that.
Oh man, yeah.
Well,
I think every duck family does that. Is not every duck family? Don't the mama ducks walk in front of all the other little ducks?
And then the thing about it is like, here you go. They've established that this is their world for 3 years. They've been in the world like this for 3 years. Who in their right mind would get their wife pregnant during that time? It'd be like the last thing you want. I mean, especially with noise relation. You know, it's like, why would you get anybody pregnant?
You would get someone pregnant because you're fucking them, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, it's just like, yeah, well, maybe once we get the monsters off the planet, maybe we can have celebration sex. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. But to sit there and have a baby during this, it's just like.
But I don't think they sat down and planned it, and they're like, well, if we fuck now, then by June we can have our baby. I think they were like, people use sex as a stress reliever, man.
Maybe so, but it's like that. We'll go into the other corner, not the horror corner, but go into the Jack corner, and don't get your wife pregnant until after the aliens are gone.
I mean, I don't know, man.
It's like Signs. It's like in Signs. Here comes the aliens that come all the way down to Earth, a planet is covered with 80% water, and lo and behold, they're allergic to water. It's just like, where's the logic in that? That's what I'm saying. And that's the logic with Kong Skull Island was just like, why would you go inside the wheelhouse of a giant monster like that and get yourself all wiped out? I mean, I just didn't get it. That's all.
Pop out of nowhere though in that scene, right? They were
Pardon?
like flying. Didn't Kong just kind of like pop out of nowhere? And
Well, he might have popped out, but I mean, they literally just continued to fly into his wheelhouse. I mean, hell, even the biplanes from the very first King Kong, at least they actually lasted longer than those guys in the helicopters did.
Now I've seen the people in the helicopters could have very well averted course. Some of them would have died, but a lot of them could have gotten out of there had they wanted to.
Thank you. That's all. That's just what I'm doing.
I will say, there's nothing wrong with fucking your wife during the apocalypse.
But I'm just saying, though, could you imagine during the happy moment and just like, all right, I'm taking care of business. They say, it's like, here comes the monster, comes through the door. Oh yeah, like the Kool-Aid man.
No way, man! You fuck near that waterfall. You're golden.
That's happening in Dawn of the Dead too. The Flyboy had his girlfriend pregnant during the zombie apocalypse.
Well, she was already pregnant, possibly, right? You're talking about the remake?
Well, I was talking about the original.
Oh, yeah. But I think, like, as far as A Quiet Place goes, the only thing that makes no sense is why the fuck didn't they build a house next to the goddamn waterfall or have, like, a random white noise generator running at all times? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I actually quite enjoyed the first one, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the second one. And Ben Grimm is right. People are stupid, and they do dumbass things every day in general. So,
well, I mean, I did hear from the second movie in that regard that the second movie is much better than the first in the fact that they're a lot more smarter and they're a lot more clever and they're which I could appreciate. I want to see the second one. I've heard good things about the second one, so yeah. I do want to see it.
And Andrew says at the end of the day, it is just a movie after all.
Yeah,
it's about a giant goddamn gorilla, man. Like, you can suspend your disbelief a little bit.
Yeah, and you have to a lot in that one, the Converse, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah, I mean, I won't spoil anything, but there's some far-fetched ideas that happen in that movie. That's all I'm going to say, okay? But I thought Godzilla vs. Kong.
Dave was saying blue balls is worse than aliens.
That is
What
absolutely
else are you gonna
correct.
do? I mean, if you can't go outside, I mean,
Swing away, Meryl. Swing away.
I know, man.
That's funny.
guys, I'm gonna call it night.
Yeah, we're coming up on 4 hours, y'all.
Damn.
Yeah, it went by fast.
Indeed. Well, hey guys, I think I'm going to call it 2 then. Thanks to everyone who has joined us this evening, and thanks to these 3 gentlemen who are still here.
Thank you.
Thanks to the chat, Ben, Andrew. I'm not sure who else is still there. But yeah, another good one, guys. Thanks for joining us, Patrick and Sean.
Thank you for letting us
Peace.
come on.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Everyone have a good evening. See you on the next one.
Have a great night.